Hello!
Everybody hear us?
Everybody should be able to hear us. I hope they can hear us.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, the microphone's going through.
How y'all doing, everybody?
How's everybody doing? We had even more technical difficulties.
I mean, if it's not the internet messing up at my place, it's your computer literally trying to eat the Elgato.
Yeah. every time you come over here, there's always like issues with trying to capture the freaking game footage for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
Tis a mystery, my lord.
Yeah. They can hear you. What do you mean, Brapolo? They can hear you.
They can hear us, meaning that the mics are on.
Oh. Okay. Oh. So also, before we keep going, Nova Dude's here. He said, "Oh, hang on, let me scroll back up." Tier 1 subscribe for 4 months.
Oh, thank you for the resub.
Yeah, and he said, "Relics of Hyrule 6.6 is out."
Yeah, I saw that Jay Callahan posted something in our Discord saying that he finished a new kind of like milestone or something.
Yeah, so that actually means like the big museum update is out too.
Yeah.
So I gotta check that out. We're gonna be doing a stream of that sometime soon. Also, holy shit, Haru. He has been tier 1 subscribed to us for almost 2 years.
Have we really been streaming that long?
Yes.
Jeez.
2 years almost. He's 2 months shy of being 2 years.
Thank you, Haru. Jeez.
Haru, you are amazing. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Sorry for the late start, technical issues and all that nonsense. Found the Forest Temple. Nice. But without further ado, this game that everything is trying to do everything in its power to stop us from streaming it, we're going to keep playing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
we should I explain like what all happened?
Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get us back to where we were.
Right. So long story short, the last time we tried to stream this, it didn't like save the game on the cartridge.
Yep.
It actually, we honestly don't know where it's saved, because no matter what, we don't have that save. But the big thing was like, okay, well now one of us has to play back to where we were, which I did. So over in between the break from the last time we streamed this, I got us back to the desert. And oh my god, you would not believe the nightmare of all of the little ghost fuckers. I got possessed and I counted 102 times.
Oh my god.
Trying to get back to this spot. I had the worst luck trying to get back here, and this is the kicker. Those ghosts don't hurt, but they were spamming their like freeze attack to where it makes you just lose a turn.
Oh god.
And so it was ridiculous. So go to your status real quick. You are level 31 now.
Holy shit!
And that was just me trying to skip as many monsters as possible and fight my way through to get here.
Jeez.
There were major problems with the RNG in terms of it wanted to piss me off.
What is with this game and not what and like why has this game been such a pain in the ass to stream?
I honestly think like this cartridge is cursed now.
I'm honestly afraid that it's like one of those cartridges that like
The curse of Gygax.
I'm honestly afraid like is this one of those like cartridges that has that bug where like if it's like a counterfeit cartridge, you get to the end of the game and then it freezes and then your save's gone?
Oh god, I hope not.
Well, didn't you beat the game on this one once?
Yeah, twice.
Okay, so then it's a legit cartridge. So what the hell?
Merg just got murdered.
Holy crap! Nope. Nope, not
Yeah,
no.
you're taking too long.
Yeah, I took too long to get there. Damn it. Yes, I sleep.
I don't remember these things hitting that hard.
He must have. Well, no, he didn't get a crit.
Yeah, he didn't get a smash. He just straight up gored her to death. Oh, yeah, they just hit that hard with that attack.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, just because you are level 31, you are not safe.
This game is out to get me, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a water buffalo. Yeah. You remember water buffaloes, right, Addison? Everybody's got a water buffalo.
People in the chat don't know this because they can't see it, but I'm giving him a serious stank eye right now.
Oh, come on. You love VeggieTales. You know you do.
I used to.
I think you need better armor or something. Absolutely, Brapolo. Unfortunately, we can't get that better armor until we get to the next city.
Oh my god.
I literally have the best stuff that we can get until we get to the next city.
I mean, I'm not going to try and go back and revive again because that's going to be a trip and a half.
Go to your goods.
Meh.
There was a couple of things that I did a little bit differently.
My
One,
inventory's full.
you there should be a revival horn somewhere in here.
Revival horn. Revival horn.
A horn of life, I think is what it's
Horn of
called.
life. There
it is.
Horn of life.
Yeah, you can use that to resurrect Merg.
Give.
Probably to App. See his room.
Oh, it has to be used in battle.
No, it doesn't. Merg's dead, so she can't use it. So you have to give it to somebody else, and then they can use it on her.
I just tried to use it.
Yeah, but it was in Merg's inventory, and he was dead.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. The Horn of Life! There you go.
Okay.
So actually, you can buy an unlimited number of those from the Mr. Saturns.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
It's just a hell of a long trek back to Saturn's.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Until you get, like, the teleport magic. Sunstrokes suck. This entire desert just is annoying.
Seriously?
But overall, like, I had a lot of fun, like, actually playing back up to this. I was like, man, I don't remember some of these things being, like, as dangerous as they were. Oh, that was the other thing. Go to your inventory.
Blech.
So go to, app. Also, Merg picked up a big bottle rocket if you want to give that to...
Oh, yeah,
App.
that needs to go to app.
Yeah, because she can't use it.
Give to app.
So yeah, there's two things in App's inventory I want to show you real quick. So, whenever we were at the barf bait,
Yes.
it turns out that there's an item that we missed in there called the HP sucker.
Yes, I see it in there.
Yeah, and what it does is it essentially allows App to steal HP based off of how much HP the enemy has.
Ooh.
And then I ended up not murdering the carnival tent with the big bottle rocket, so now you have a backup.
Nice. This is where we were.
Yep.
Let's save our game, if it means anything to do so.
Got Age of Calamity for Christmas, and I love driving the Divine Beast. Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do in that game. I have not played that game in a couple of weeks.
Really?
I need to get to it.
I honestly don't want to say how much I played it.
I don't know even where you find the time to game as much as you do.
Well, I played it a lot over the break whenever we visited like TC's parents, and that's like I literally was on there for like 12 hours a day because I didn't have to do anything. I was just on vacation.
This hole's great. Good hole. Good hole. Good hole.
That's
First, someone asked me to dig for buried gold. I began to feel like I was obligated to find it. Man, am I starving. Do you have any food?
oh yeah, we do need to give this guy some food.
Seems like you have a lot of stuff. What are you gonna give me?
What
What can we give him? We have caramel.
No, don't give him the side caramel. That can restore your PP.
Yeah.
Maybe like one of the skip sandwiches or something?
Do we have a skip? Oh yeah, we have a skip sandwich DX.
Yeah. Does... oh, yeah, that's right. I used up all the hamburgers and stuff because I kept getting murdered. So I don't think App has any food on him.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll give him the skip sandwich DX.
There you go, skip sandwich. Thank you. If I find gold, I'll give it to you.
Aw, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Go in there. See what's down
Simple, never sleep. Exactly, Rapolo.
I wish I could do that.
That's really honestly been what I've been doing the most, is just I've been getting like 6 hours of sleep a night, probably.
I wish I had that power to
I've
not
just
sleep.
gotten used to it because I started doing that in like my college days, so it's just kind of like become like a regular part of my routine. Like I'm just used to functioning on 2 hours less sleep, you know?
I typically function on about 7 hours of sleep. Oh, hey, we found our way to the other side.
Yeah. So can we just go to Forside?
I guess we can. Let's go to Forside!
Or is some BS going to pop up?
Ghosts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already got rid of the ghosts. Also, I wanted to ask, did we ever get the third sanctuary location in the Saturn area? Whenever we played in the last stream? I think we did?
We can find out. The Soundstone.
Well, I mean, I know I grabbed it whenever I played through it. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Well, that's what I was saying. I got it. I was wondering if we got it on stream.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah, well, we have it now.
Actually, you know what? I don't think we did.
Did you not?
Maybe we didn't.
Did you ever end up pushing through all of the mushrooms and stuff?
No, that's right. We turned back. Remember that?
Then I accidentally did a boss fight that we didn't do on stream. My bad. It's too late now. We should have done it before we got to the desert anyway.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorry.
Pretty much all you missed was a giant barf pineapple that liked to put mushrooms on top of you.
But that sounds amazing.
No, it's not, because I accidentally killed everyone in my party with Ness, because he got mushroomed on the same turn that I cast his big AoE magic. He just literally wiped the floor with everyone.
Hey, look, it's a drunk man.
Oh, look at him, he's adorable.
Hey, I'm like you were a few days ago, huh?
Oh yeah, should we talk about that?
Yeah, I was drunk.
Yeah, you were you were tipsy.
I was not Mario Party levels of drunk, but I was quite drunk.
Yep. Yeah, we scheduled a day and we literally just hung out, drank, chilled, and played board games like all day.
Yeah, I think we did like a Cards Against Humanity marathon for like friggin' 3 hours or something.
You, me, and Taylor literally went through the entire Cards Against Humanity deck.
Yep, literally the entire thing. Which I think technically you're supposed to stop at, Make a Haiku is technically supposed to be the last one that you're supposed to do. That's like the end, like the game ender. From what I understand.
Damn.
The Runaway 5 from Tucson. It's a car, the name of a car. Seems very popular. There's a guy named Bumbler drives one. I heard that. I heard that the Topola Theater is always full.
Nice. Oh, it's good to see them bringing in a crowd, and they're very nice. Oh, there's the Topola Theater anyway.
Oh hey,
I wanted to go visit them.
Let's go see the Runaway 5.
There's a new spell in Relics. Summon Stall Horse, and you can ride him. Awesome.
$30 for a ticket, please. All right.
Let's do it.
Thanks a lot.
It's not like you're short on cash with all the indiscriminate murder I had to commit.
Please have your tickets ready. I have a ticket.
You have to use it in front of him.
I know.
Just shove it in his face. Just ticket.
Ticket. We'll be starting at any minute.
Yay!
They better not owe any more debt.
I think they're fine. I mean, they wouldn't fall for the same trap twice, would they?
Nah.
Would they?
Nah. No.
Where's our seat?
When Nerd arrives, the Runaway 5 told me to let him in. So please come in.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
How you doing, Runaway 5?
Hey. We owe you guys so much. Sorry.
So why are you apologizing? What did you do?
To me, Geligard Monotoli. What is that name?
Geldegard, first of all.
Geldegard Monotoli?
Yeah, Geldegard Monotoli.
Geligard Monotoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Italian.
I don't exactly know why. It's just a hunch.
Huh.
We know how to sing, but we don't know how to handle money or women.
Apparently.
Do-wop, do-do-wop.
Are they in debt again? I swear to God, if they're in debt again.
Again, we've been cheated by the theater owner. We're stuck here with a phony contract. Oh, yeah. Are you
Why
serious?
are you oh-yeahing about that?
We're so helpless. Really helpless and hopeless.
Well, I mean, at least they're in good spirits about it.
Why do you guys keep on getting into horrible debt?
Because they don't have a proper manager.
They need a proper manager. Good lord, are they serious? Have I got a bombshell for you tonight, kids? It's Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah, is Goku powering up on stage?
Kaboom! It's the Runaway 5! Oh yeah! 3, 2, 1.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yay!
It's the Runaway 5!
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think I said this in a stream before, but like, this is totally music I'd want to hear at a club,
Oh yeah.
you know? We're both beating our heads.
I remember there being like a lady at some point. Maybe I'm thinking of like later in the game.
Was there?
Yeah, I don't know why I remember there being like a third singer, like a lady that pops up.
We had a mission from God.
This one's a lot more involved than their previous show.
Yeah. Also, why are they called the Runaway 5 when there's 6 of them?
That's a good point. That's... Huh. But wait.
Wait, why are there suddenly 5?
What
What happened to the 6th guy?
what happened to the drummer?
Yeah, there was a drummer.
What is it? Wait, what?
Was the drummer not part of the band?
Maybe not.
Maybe the drummer.
Maybe the drummer's just like part of the house set, I guess.
Maybe he's just kind of like, oh, wait, what? Oh, they're performing again. Well,
All right.
get ready for another performance,
Oh,
everybody.
no.
Because I don't
All
think
right.
we can
So
skip it.
every time we go into that room, it's going to do another show. Great. Wow.
Yay! Another show.
They get no breaks whatsoever. Hey, Bakuna!
Hey, Bakuna.
Back from vacation?
Oh goodness, yes. Yes, he says he's back from vacation.
Nice.
So yeah, we're back from our break, and I'm back from my break with a new car.
No, the drummer was in the room. It's the keyboard player.
The keyboard player?
The keyboard player wasn't in the room.
Oh yeah, you're right. The one on the left.
Oh, maybe the keyboard player is Geldegard Monotoli.
Maybe.
So he's not an actual part of the band, but he's like still a musician. He's like got them under, their thumb.
Yeah. Yes, Bakuda, I have a new car. I just got it today.
Yep. Literally like an hour before streaming.
Yeah, no joke. I literally just got home like half an hour before the stream started. Was supposed to start anyway. From the dealership. So, yep, it's parked out front.
Yep, it's been a busy day.
It was a busy day. Somehow I managed to fit watching a few episodes of an anime and going out to a dealership to buy a car and doing a stream all in the span of a single day.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did that. I impressed myself with that accomplishment. Oh, look, it's her. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
So you're with the Runaway 5 fan, huh? What? Excuse me. No. This band owes me $1 million. If they break their contract, they'll be in deep doo-doo with the police. The police will probably say, hey, you guys, or something like that.
I like it.
Unless you're able to pay $1 million on their behalf. You would have to find buried gold. or you would never be able to pay such a huge sum of money. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I'm Santa Claus.
Get out of here.
It's probably like that anime, like reversed hand, like like that.
Yeah,
laugh.
something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we gotta leave.
Yeah.
Because I think we're just in an infinite loop of like watching shows if we stay here.
For now. But do you remember who we fed in the desert?
The man who was digging up gold.
Yeah, maybe he's found something.
We should probably go talk to him.
She's better than the Runaway 5? Oh no. I'm totally bonkers about it.
Who's better than the Runaway 5? Nobody's better than the Runaway 5.
Nobody butters the Runaway 5.
No
except
one,
me.
no way, no how. I'm the only one who butters them. I'm the only one who butters their bread.
Could you imagine, like, somebody actually throwing, like, a stick of butter at you?
Look, I'm gonna butter your ass.
Like, I don't even know what I would respond with in that situation.
Okay.
Like, if somebody threw a stick of butter at me, I would be genuinely more confused than if somebody threw a fish at me. Which both are very odd occurrences, but...
What if they threw both of them at you?
Buttered fish?
Yeah, they threw buttered fish at your face.
That'd be weird.
Oh, goodness.
Don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of 2020. Yep.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm ready for a new year.
Fuck 2020.
Then again, January's looking like it's going to be crazy. Oh, wow, they dug up a lot. Holy moly.
Holy
They
shit.
tore that to hell and back.
I just noticed how much they dug up. Also, I gotta heal my sunburn again.
Ooh, speaking of 2021,
What?
did you see the announcement today?
What announcement?
There was an announcement about Silk Song.
Oh, did they announce something about it?
Yeah.
Did they get a release date?
I don't remember. Because I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, but I did get a chance to look at like some of the trailers that they launched.
Yes.
And it is, they are saying it's going to come out next year.
Okay, cool.
But the biggest thing that stood out to me is they actually showed gameplay footage.
I thought they did show gameplay footage.
Well, it was more like refined and more in-depth gameplay footage then.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So you actually have access to like all of the attacks that Hornet has in like the original game.
Ooh.
So like you can like throw your needle and other things like that. But the biggest thing to me that stood out is she has like omnidirectional movement. So like let's say an enemy is like to the bottom right of you, you can actually throw your spear at them and pull yourself into them and do like a kick off of them.
Oh yeah, because that's what she did in the original game.
Right. So she has way more mobility than what you have in the base game or the first game.
I'm gonna be interested to play
So,
that game.
yeah, that's definitely going to be something on my radar because I'm very curious to see how that's going to handle.
It's funny, which is funny that coming out of my mouth, considering the original Hollow Knight is kind of like in terms of difficulty is kind of the bane of my existence.
Yeah, you still haven't technically beaten the Radiance, have you?
Nope, I have not beaten the Radiance.
When you gonna go do that?
Whenever I feel like it.
Whenever you actually have time to practice.
It's at the point now where that has become my mean bean machine.
Yeah.
It's the mean bean machine situation switched over from you to me.
I'm one of the masters of this hole. There are 5 masters in all. We're all moles, of course. I believe I'm the 3rd strongest amongst us. Take your best shot.
Smells like dirt.
I had a feeling you were going to go that direction. Hey, it's number 3. Oh, look at him. He's adorable.
That video should be coming out within the next week.
Really?
The video with the smells like dirt thing.
Right.
Within the next week, it should be coming out.
Dirt.
I'm still working on it. It's not finished yet, but it's almost done.
Guardian Digger? Oh, it's this music.
Yeah, I love this music so much. I think I mentioned this once before, but there was a YouTube video where like they had this music uploaded, and I went into the comments section, and I remember I left a comment that I think ruined this song for a lot of people.
Oh, really?
But I did it purposely to ruin it. So I was like, when I hear this song, I imagine Darklink doing a moonwalk like Michael Jackson. And people in the comments were like, I fucking hate you. Am I wrong?
Not really, no.
You just don't want to think about it way.
I mean, well, no, it's actually quite impressive. And like, why would that ruin it for people?
I don't know. I think it's because people are just like, no, don't associate this with moonwalking.
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong with moonwalking?
There's nothing wrong with moonwalking.
This game has freaking like a moon men, like Saturn dudes and whatnot.
I think it's just because like it's a pop culture thing, and people are just like, no, I don't want pop culture stuff in my video games or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why it pissed people off. I just know it pissed people off and it was funny.
How dare you put cultural relevancy in my video games, you fool! You swine!
It's too mainstream now.
It's too topical!
I just remember that being funny. It's like, I didn't... Like, I don't remember if I was purposely just trying to piss them off. I just know I left that comment and people were pissed off and I thought it was funny.
That's their problem.
No, I didn't care. I thought it was funny. Oh, I just remembered I have to heal.
Yes. Man, Berg really does not get a lot of HP, does she?
No.
Burn.
Bakudo from earlier is like suddenly thinking of the fish slap dance.
That's a dance.
Is that a thing? Is a fish slap dance really a thing? Because I love it immediately.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard of it before.
Considering that I'm such a professional in fish slap.
Exactly. You're like the aficionado. You're like the people that the person that people go to.
I literally went to school for it. Oh wait, I think that was something else that I'm not sure if I want to mention.
What? School?
It was a joke. It was a joke from Donkey Kong 64, remember? Because I made a whole thing about slapping beavers in that series.
What in God's name is that?
Is that a noose? That's a noose.
Yeah? I never...
I'm going to murder that.
He's just called Noose Man.
He's Noose Man.
What? I don't remember this guy at all. Oh
what?
No wonder the duck is just like, oh my god.
He's right behind me.
Get me out of here.
No, murder the noose. Thank
there
you.
you go.
Good Lord,
You're
no.
safe now, Mad Duck. Never mind.
Never mind. He's not safe anymore. Why? Why is there a noose?
I don't know, but you got a carton of cream. That's more what I want to know is why was the noose man carrying a carton of cream?
Oh Lord, this game, man.
It's out there.
It's out there, let me tell you what.
It's just one of them there things.
One of them there games.
Let me make sure that this is refreshed.
No, it's
The stream was kind of breaking out.
He's chatting.
The chat should refresh.
He's chatting.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Actually, do you want to give me the laptop so I can
Actually,
read
yeah,
that
that's probably a good idea.
while you're playing?
That's probably good. Because I'm playing the game.
Yeah. I am the one who reads the chat.
Also, I just realized we haven't had any memes redeemed yet.
Newsman wants to hang out. He was just swinging by. Well done, Haru.
That kind of reminds me. Do you remember in A Hat in Time when like?
That's a lot of dudes.
That's a lot of dudes.
There's so many ducks.
And nooses. Which reminds me, do you remember in A Hat in Time when we went to like the horror land? I forgot what it was called.
Oh, where Snatcher steals your soul or something?
Yeah, but do you remember the nooses that were hanging from the trees in that level?
Oh yeah.
They like the for those of you who haven't played the game, I swear, like in that game there's like nooses that hang from trees, and they're like talking to you like there's like I just want to get comfy around your throat, and like something like that. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
dark. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Ah, I see a bean redeem.
Yep, because I mentioned it.
Is today Chester's last day of work? I haven't really decided yet.
We haven't found a permanent worker yet.
You redeemed at the start of the stream? Was it a double bean or a single bean?
We probably just didn't hear it.
Yeah. We were still probably setting things up.
Yeah, because we were running.
Oh, yep, there it is. Double bean, and then you had a single bean.
All right.
And now I have a single bean.
Let me finish off this this news. Okay, so we had a double bean from before,
Yes.
and we had a single bean for me, and now we have one for you.
Yes.
Okay. So we owe quite a few beans. All right,
Yes.
let's take care of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting to like stream more, like over the holidays. Just internet being dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know TC's at your house right now doing tests, and
Yeah, I reconfigured a whole bunch of stuff, and hopefully it'll lead to more stability. But if it's their data center, then there's nothing I can do.
yeah. Well, I mean, last we talked to her earlier tonight, like it was about a 45-minute test stream, and she said the drop frame rate was about 2%.
Right, but it's just like it shouldn't be dropping at all.
I know, but whenever we stream here, I usually get about a 4 or 5% drop rate. So.
Right. But I'm curious to see how it performs like during our normal stream time. Dog food.
I got rotten egg.
Dog food.
As much as I hate rotten egg, though, it's my worst enemy.
Uh-oh. Mine's either booger or juicy pear for
Mine's
the other
either
one.
mushroom or stink bug. I gotta put up.
We'll probably keep Chester at around like mid-January or so, whenever I go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep things simple.
Rotten egg, man.
This is a whole bunch of stuff I need to catch up on because I've been doing other stuff.
Blech!
Just because my internet hasn't been as stable. Oh. And booger. Lovely.
Please don't be stink bug.
Man, we're batting 1,000 today. Blah.
Oh my god, I got so lucky.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's marshmallow.
Nice.
Wow. I got like the miracle bean. All right. Hello, Mr. Noose. Man. Noose man.
News man. But overall, like, looking back on the year, like, it's been absolute chaos.
Yeah. Honestly, like,
But overall, like, in hindsight, like, there are some things that weren't so bad about it.
mhm. I mean, there are some things about 2020 that actually went fairly well for me. I can't say that it was all bad.
Right.
You know, there were some good things that came out of this year for me.
Mm-hmm. Like, I now can say that I would know what it would feel like if the rapture happened and I was left behind.
I don't know if it'd be that level, but
That's honestly, well, I mean, whenever like the first shutdown like started happening, that's what it felt like. Like
Yeah.
there's nobody around, and it was like surreal. But in some ways, like it's like looking back on that experience, it's just like I'm probably never going to have another experience like this.
maybe not. Because, I mean, it's a fucking pandemic. I mean, we haven't had a pandemic to this level since, like, the 1910s or something? Because that was the
Something
Spanish,
like that.
like, that was the flu pandemic.
Right. Hey, Bumblr, got a Steam notification that you are playing Raft. Is that TC? Yeah, that's probably her doing the test stream.
Yeah, she's doing a test stream over at their place right now, trying to see if things are running smoothly. Up there.
Right, because I did a bunch of like settings to hopefully see if we get things to where we could start streaming again from my location.
Yeah, because that's something that is a big priority for us right now, is to try and get their internet stabilized so we can stream there again.
Oh, yeah, there's TC chiming in chat.
What is she saying?
Yes, supposed to be a test stream.
Well, at least it's on a different account.
Right. If you stream on that account, it's fine. So I'm not worried about it. But overall, like
I'm curious to know what the drop frame rate is right now, though, because Taylor's testing it.
Yeah. Not many people remember September 11th, so any kids and babies born after this year won't know about the pandemic. Yep.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? The early 2000s were very interesting because of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you know what? We got back. We bounced back from that. Okay. So I mean,
So let me ask you this then: what was your favorite thing that you either did or like happened this year? Because like I'm curious to see like what are the good moments that some people have had despite everything that was going on.
honestly,
I'm legit curious.
honestly, I would probably say that my biggest accomplishment. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, a big bottle rocket.
Ooh, yay! I would probably say one of the biggest things that came out of my year, 2020, honestly, just happened today.
Get in the car.
Was buying the new car.
Nice.
That's not to say that's like the main highlight, but I mean, it's certainly like.
Right, because you also got a new dog.
That's right. We did. That's right. There is a new dog in the house, so there's that too.
And this was the first time they actually came up on the second floor because they wanted to say hi to me.
Yeah, the new dog. Her name is Belle. Came upstairs for basically the first time ever today.
Yeah. They're a big old sweetie.
Yep. Her and Evie are getting along really well.
Best thing in 2020, I got a computer from Haru. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I remember when you were setting that up.
Honestly, it may not be a long shot to say that, like, if you had asked me a few months ago, I would have said that the worst thing that happened to me this year was getting furloughed from my day job.
Oh, yeah.
Which I eventually did get that job back, but
Yep.
hindsight, 2020, literally,
Yeah.
there is a sense of me that's kind of glad that happened.
God, if hindsight is 2020, I don't want to look back anymore. holy moly.
The point being is that there were actually some really, like, the furlough was actually a blessing in disguise in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not sure if I want to go into the details of why right now. But I will just say, like, if you had asked me a few months ago, I would have said, fuck this.
Really?
But now I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm actually kind of glad that happened.
Oh, do I get to come along, too? You're not going to talk to the other one?
The one that's over here
Yeah.
abandoned and everything. Please take my son along. He may look like a regular small mouse, but he can lead you to an exit if you're lost in a maze. Will you take my sons along?
Oh, cool.
He's a tough boy. You can treat him as one of your items.
Oh, it's an exit mouse. Yeah.
Yep, it's an exit mouse.
Nice. Cool. I know I got a Charizard VMAX card on my birthday. Pulled it right out of the pack. Nice, Dova, dude. I'm stealing that joke now.
What joke?
The hindsight is 2020. Biggest thing for me, aside from relationships, was moving forward with my career. Part of that involves the stream, and part of that definitely involves partnering up with rogues. To be honest, 2020 was a very good year for me personally. Like, as much as like it sucked going through it, like for me and TC, like we actually got a lot of stuff done this year. Like, she got a new book that's about to be published.
Yeah.
She's been featured in several, like, magazines and other stuff, and, then there was, all the other things that we've done with, like, the channel and, things that we have planned that we're not quite ready to announce yet. It's just, there's been a lot of fun stuff going on, and it's just, like, exciting, like, seeing that, like, despite all of the, like, media, like, shit, like, kind of like saying like, oh, it's, you know, doom and gloom and all that kind of stuff. It's just like it's inspiring seeing how people have adapted to survive. Also, that thing is crazy looking.
That's actually the first boss that we fought.
Is that an ant?
Yeah, it's like like this one's a different color, but it's basically the first boss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're happy to be a part of what made 2020 a good year for you. It's an honor partnering with you. Aw, thanks, TC. She's saying that to Bakita, but yeah. Warm fuzzies all around.
Yes, warm fuzzies.
I would like to order a round of warm fuzzies. Is that a drink? That should totally be like an alcoholic beverage.
Warm fuzzies.
Yes. That could totally be a shot at like a bar.
I can see that.
I'd like to order a round of warm fuzzies. I could totally see it. Oh my god, I want that to be a thing now.
Excuse me, give me a shot of warm fuzzies. Also, Merg's out of pee-pee.
That's because you keep using it to blast everything to hell and back.
But it's fun.
With your mind.
Blasting things to hell.
You need to
Blasting things into oblivion is fun.
Need to find a couple of butterflies and feed them to Merg.
Didn't I have a thingy?
It was on Ness.
Was it on this?
The Psy Caramel.
Yeah, that was what I was looking for.
I think it's only gonna restore like 5 or some nonsense like that.
It's better than nothing.
Nom. Oh, 22. Okay, that's
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Googling for warm fuzzies the drink. Bumbler, thanks for partnering with me, TC. I mean, she did marry me, so, you know. Right, bro. What did I do?
Yeah, oh, what did you do?
I went to Amazon.
Why did you go to Amazon?
I don't know. Oh, it's a new tab.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go. It's alright. I'm not used to your laptop. I must have accidentally hit something with my big old fat fingers.
Yeah, because you're used to using the tablet.
Yup. It's all good. Found it? Oh my god, is it actually a thing, Haru?
Oh my god.
I must know.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're poisoned. When did you get poisoned?
I got poisoned a little while ago. I'm trying to finish this fight so I can get everybody healed back up.
It's in your DMs? Alright, let's look at this. What do we got?
Alright.
So it's called Warm and Fuzzy. A third triple sec, a third of cherry brandy, and a third Southern Comfort peach liqueur. Ooh, that would actually be really good. It'd be sweet though.
What is it?
Triple sec, cherry brandy, and Southern Comfort peach liqueur.
Ooh. That actually does sound really
Yeah,
good.
a third of each. And yeah, that'll definitely get you the warm fuzzies.
Yep. Honestly, like the other day when we were hanging out, that was like the day that I needed, because I needed to just get drunk and just chill out and not care about anything.
Yep. It was really funny though, because like I let you start playing the original Final Fantasy game, and you were like, you were really out of it. It was hilarious.
This is where I go. I fucking care. I'm gonna blow this guy up.
Warm Fuzzies the drink. Is anything the Breath of the Wild nipple pursuit? I vaguely remember that reference.
Oh, because Link was
Yeah.
looking for his memories.
Yep.
Because he has no nipples.
That's right. Yeah, because he had no nipples in Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Because we were both like, "Oh my god, he has no nipples."
Why are you wasting a big bottle rocket on this guy?
You're right. I probably shouldn't do that. It's just he takes a few hits to freaking kill.
So, hit him more.
I'm trying. That's why I was looking at the bottle rocket.
Oh, he's only vulnerable to like psychic attacks. He has high defense. That's why. Okay. I see what's going on.
Yeah, but I'm also running low on PP.
Oh, too bad. You blew your load and now you have no more pee-pee.
Ow! Oh, okay, the teddy bear.
Oh, poor teddy
I
bear.
didn't even know I had a teddy bear.
Yeah, you picked it up out of the present that you just opened recently.
Oh.
Weren't you reading, you silly?
Well, I think it was like I opened the chest, I got something, and I didn't read it.
It was a Garuda who wanted to drink. No, you guys misread Noble Pursuit as Nipple Pursuit. You know, that sounds like us.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Yeah.
Come on, kill the newsman.
Wow, Newsman actually hit pretty hard.
All the enemies in this freaking cave hit pretty hard.
I don't know. Are we actually somehow under... Oh, I know what happened.
We forgot to get new gear, didn't we?
Yeah, you didn't buy any gear in Fourside.
That's why we're being destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh well, into the depths we go.
Too late now. Geronimo. damage.
Well, now I'm really afraid to die
Why?
because we're carrying over $4,000.
What makes you? Why is that a
Because
problem?
we lose a lot of that money.
We do. I mean, you could start running away if you wanted to, instead of fighting.
Yeah. Anyway,
Better pot of valor. Oh.
darn it.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Ooh,
He got poisoned and freaking binded by the
Damn it.
noose man in the same turn. That sucks. Do I have to?
Not you.
Aw.
The enemies.
Thank you. I love hanging out.
So do I. That's why we got drunk together the other day.
I think I gave you some anti-poison herbs in your inventory. I think Merg had them. Yeah, Viola serum. I think
Okay.
that cures poison. Bloop, bloop. There you go.
There we go.
Hey, look, a present.
I'm gonna get the present real quick.
I want the present. Watch, it's an enemy or something.
Please don't be.
Hey, calorie stick. Nom nom.
Delicious.
Man, you gave that guy a skip sandwich DX and he freaking excavated like a motherfucker.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm just over here doing my moldy business.
I'm a mole. Have I made that clear enough yet?
I see that you're in my cave. I'm going to have to ask you to vacate the premises. Or else I'm going to have to slap you with my floppity arms.
Like, part of me says, like, let's evacuate and go get new gear, but we also just found one of the bosses, too, so...
Fuck him up.
Now, I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Oh, did you put a carton of cream on a croissant?
I just used the croissant.
It said that you put the carton of cream on it.
Did I?
Yes.
I was just trying to use the croissant.
Can you imagine dunking a croissant in heavy cream? That would taste
That would be
weird.
terrible.
I'm really the third strongest master.
Are they all just gonna be number 3?
Yes.
Oh boy.
They all have actually the exact same like stats too, so none of them are stronger or weaker, so what they're saying is technically not wrong.
Ow.
Ow. Power shield.
Oh shit.
Huh. So he's like, ow. Oh.
That's bad.
Ow. So you take like half. Oh, it disappeared. You broke through his shield.
So I guess I just had to attack him to break through it.
Like, do enough damage to break the shield, I guess. Also, App is not doing hot. Look at his little tiny eyes. He's adorable, despite all the blood.
I only have enough PP for one minor heal. So. Huzzah!
Freeze him!
Berg!
I wonder if you can steal, like, psychic stuff. Oh, he dodged!
Good job.
He's got quick moves.
He's got moves like Jagger.
Go to Psy real quick. Go down to... Yeah, Psy Magnet. Doesn't that steal...
Does it?
PP? I think it steals PP.
Let's try it.
I don't know why I seem to remember enemies using that, and it steals stuff. Yeah!
Oh yeah, it does.
Cool, and it doesn't cost any PP. Oh!
No.
You have no Psy.
Ah, damn it.
You need to use an item if you have one, but
It's too late.
It's ticking down.
Yeah, it's too late.
Pray! Pray! Dang. Man, this game really punishes you for indecision. Oh, there. Man, yep. Of course.
All right, we have to leave and come back.
Hey, Foxy.
Hey. Yeah, we have to. Like, thankfully, we have the exit mouse. So
Yep.
we can very easily leave. And
I think that's probably why they put it in here.
Yeah. let's-
Just because this place is deceptively long.
Where did
There it is. It was in Merg. Or apps. There it is. Boink. The mouse found the way out, and we have to follow. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of my gold friggin' mines!
We all thought it. Foxy just said it. Exactly. Well, now let's actually go to town and do some shopping.
That's probably a good idea.
Because we got our girlfriend killed. How dare you?
Well, we need to get her revived first.
She was the only human being of the opposite gender that hangs out with us, and you killed her!
In the game, anyway.
You die in the game, you die for real.
Oh, goodness.
I honestly do feel bad for, like, Merg, because she gets beat up a lot in this game.
She's the squishiest character because she's basically the equivalent of, like,
She's the
white
black mage.
The white and black mage.
No.
No, more like the black mage.
Yeah, no, she's definitely black mage. She has no healing capabilities.
She's a mage. She's a mage, there you go. And that makes her the squishy. Oh, God, no.
I'm coming in for
Kiss! Kiss
Oh my
me.
god. She looks like those freaking things from the Kirby show.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like tucked into a winter coat.
I can totally see that. She is freaky looking.
You're a horrible BF to Merg. How dare you? Take my girlfriend!
Please take my girlfriend!
And she's just like
Spare me!
she's just like, what? Because like
She has no idea what's going on.
what, like, one, what's happening, and two, what you just said.
There's the hospital up there.
Oh yeah, I forgot how big this place was.
Fourside is basically this game's equivalent of like friggin' New York City or something.
Yeah, pretty much. There it is, hospital. You just passed it. Also, they had to put everything like at an angle for some reason.
I think it's because they wanted to like highlight the whole like you're walking through the city and on the sidewalk kind of thing, you know?
Maybe, or it's literally called Fourside, so they wanted things to have more geometry.
Maybe. She got her pee-pee back.
Nice. And we still need to sleep for Nert, though, at like
For
the
everyone
hospital.
else.
Yeah. I mean, app doesn't run on psychic fuel, so
Well, I'm also thinking about health.
yeah, that's true. Like, how out of place would you feel if all of your friends had psychic powers and you didn't?
That would be really awkward. But then again, it's also kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog, who's like the only character among all of his friends who can't fly.
Amy can't fly.
Other than Amy. Knuckles can fly.
Well, he doesn't really fly, he glides.
Knuckles can fly. Tails can fly. I mean, even if it's just gliding, Sonic can't do that.
That's fair.
So, there you go. My God, I have $14,000.
Yeah, I told you I had a lot of murder money.
Dad, thanks for all the murder money.
Basically, my Hero Academia in real life. Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's
App is Deku.
yeah, because he has no powers.
Mm-hmm. Except for being a nerd.
That's his superpower, is just being a
To
nerd.
be honest, if I could build, like, fucking laser guns, like, I would take that. Like, hell yeah. App's a badass. Knuckle only glides. Gliding is different from flying. See, chat's on my side.
Yeah, but Sonic still can't do that.
Tails is the real asshole. He can fly, and he built an airplane.
It's true.
He's just rubbing it in more and more.
Hey, Sonic, I can fly!
Oh, it's close.
What?
Oh, wait. It did a chime. Oh, there's something fishy going on at the department store. Huh.
Okay. When Monotoli became the owner, this department store began having strange happenings.
Huh.
I wonder why the department store's closed.
Okay, maybe we can't buy new equipment yet. Oh, joy. Oh, joy.
Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm so excited!
Alright, well, I guess we gotta get through Mole Cave. Because we can't even, like...
No! Leave me alone!
Ah, darn it!
Levioso.
I like that little, like, spin whip around that you did right at the end. Extra crank lady! Ow.
Why did you double slap me? Don't double slap me.
It was a continuous attack. Uh-oh, we got beamed again. And you got beamed.
You got the beam. Gotta have that beam.
Sonic can run fast enough to run on water or use his inertia to make it seem like he is flying. But technically, he is just falling with style. Exactly. Also, I never understood why Sonic never learned how to swim.
I don't know, but I got toothpaste.
You have a second beam, by the way.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Fuck me, why don't you?
I mean, if you want me to. Ooh. I don't know what flavor this is, but it's good.
What is it?
I honestly don't know, but it's sweet.
Maybe marshmallow?
Maybe? Here, let me see a canister so you see. Oh yeah, it is the marshmallow one.
Oh, you got lucky. Because that's also stink bug.
Toasty marshmallow. Mmm.
All right.
That was sweeter than like the past ones.
I got booger.
Cause like in the video games, he could like just run underwater.
Yeah, Sonic just runs on the bottom of the water.
All right, but in like the 3D games, if he touches water, he's just like. Ah!
Well, to be more accurate,
That's true. I mean, it's better than a Robotnik where he literally catches on fire and he's just like, oh no.
oh dear, it appears that I'm spontaneously combusted.
Drat. Whatever will I do? I've spontaneously combusted.
That is one of my all-time favorite jokes that we've ever had. Robotnik just like he discovers the secrets of spontaneous.
I've collected all of the Chaos Emeralds to do what, you ask? Spontaneously combust.
It appears I've lit myself on fire.
Oh, good heavens, whatever will I do? I've spontaneously combusted.
You realize how long ago that was?
I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it either, but yeah.
Time is an illusion.
5 years.
Has it really been that long?
It's been 5 years since we made that joke.
Huh. Still holds up. It took me back to when Bumbler went to Butt Fun Mountain in Breath of the Wild. I remember Butt Fun Mountain.
I mean, are we talking about Breath of the Wild or are we talking about Twilight Princess? Because it could be either one. Butt Fun Mountain started in Twilight Princess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much just any mountain in Legend of Zelda that's called Death Mountain is Butt Fun Mountain.
Death Mountain is just Butt Fun Mountain.
Yeah.
The reason that became a thing is just the stupidest thing ever.
If time is an illusion, then why is it a human construct? Because we invented it!
Like,
Sun Tzu said that!
Like, do you remember how Butt Fun Mountain became a thing?
Wade.
Well, yeah, but do you remember how exactly it got to that point?
Fine.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about roller coasters or something, and I was like, "Oh man, that would be insane, but fun." And then you and Wade were just
Yeah,
well, like
because the way you
fun?
said it.
But fun.
But fun.
And Wade was like, and then I immediately started talking to an NPC like a Goron, and Wade just went with it. He's like, "Hello, I hear you're here for butt fun."
Oh, you just got
Ooh.
freeze level 3.
Nice.
That's gonna do so much damage.
Oh shit, nice.
Do you remember which way we went earlier?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're going with
Honestly,
the flow.
this place is really big. Like, this is one of the biggest, like, dungeons in the game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we might be here for a little while.
Like, the only other one I can think of that might be, like, similar in size and, like, difficulty, like, navigating is probably, whenever you, like... Well, actually, I don't want to spoil. Because,
We'll get there.
yeah.
No spoiling.
Let me make sure we do this properly.
No spoiling.
Got to do it with the finger.
Nice.
Still have to finish watching that playthrough. What, Breath of the Wild or, Twilight Princess?
Yeah, which one? Because we've referenced a lot of playthroughs that we've done here the past few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quack, 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 quack.
No, that's actually the wrong way. I think we actually were going the right way.
Actually, yeah. It all loops in on itself, my lord.
Your butt napkins, my lord.
I love that little poster. Makes
Yeah.
me laugh every time I go in there.
Yep, I saw it when I was at your house. Oh, actually, no, I gotta go this way. That's right. I saw it at your
Twilight
house.
Princess.
At your house when I was drunk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh
I'm just
god.
trying to think, like... Because if I remember correctly... There was something else I was wanting to talk about on stream, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Because I mentioned Silk Song. There was something
Yeah.
else I was excited about for next year. Hang on, let me look up what games coming out next year. 'Cause there was another one that...
Well, I know Breath of the Wild 2 will probably be coming out next year, so I mean,
Really?
yeah. Well, next year's the 35th anniversary of Zelda, so there's a lot for me to look forward to. It's like there's a lot of stuff that Nintendo's probably coming out with to celebrate that anniversary that they have not announced yet.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Hogwarts Legacy? That's a thing?
Oh, is that open world Hogwarts game?
Let's find out. Hogwarts Legacy is an upcoming action role-playing video game set in the late 1800s in the Wizarding World.
Yeah, because I know there was like an open world Harry Potter game coming out. And I was actually really interested.
That's
in
what it looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one.
How do I go back? There we go. Sorry, I'm still getting used to my phone.
Yeah, because you got a new phone. It's your first new phone.
Oh,
since
that's
your
right. There
iPhone
is a new
6?
God of War coming out next year. That was the other one I was going to mention.
Oh, that's right. Well, did they confirm it's coming out next year?
It's labeled in here as 2021.
Huh, okay.
Did we ever play the first one on stream?
No.
Oh, we may have to do that if we're going to play the second one.
There's a lot that we have to look forward to streaming next year.
There's a lot.
Get your internet fixed so we can stream stuff.
I'm working on it. Oh yeah, was this the one? Oh yeah, Humankind. I think this is the this was the one I wanted to mention to you, I think.
Humankind.
Yes. So it's been touted by the game company to be the Civ 6 Slayer.
That'll be interesting to see if they pull that off.
I have already seen ways to break the game. Like, even worse than Civ 6.
And Civ 6 can definitely be broken.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
So I have to give credit where, like, I saw this, but I was watching the Spiffing Brit, and he, like, got his hands on the game. I think it was Humankind. And what it is instead of, like, forcing you into a certain faction, what it does is every time you progress an era, you can choose a culture to emulate in that era. So you could go from like the Greeks to say like the Huns as you progress through different eras. So you don't get to choose just a faction and have its static bonuses. No, you can piecemeal this ridiculous strategy pulling from the bonuses of various different time eras and construct your own unique like cultural flow. And here's the best part. You can claim cities without even going to war.
Wow.
Yeah, if you have enough cultural influence, you can just legit just be like, hey, 80% of your people, like, are closer to me. Can you just give me that city? And the game will just give you the city. Because the people prefer you over the other person.
Yeah, because in Civ 6, what happens at that point is the city overthrows its owner.
Yeah, they'll rebel.
And if there's enough influence, it'll go to whoever has the most influence.
Right, but no, it's just instant. Just like, no, we like this guy more. It gets even better. The Mongols are extremely powerful because they get horsemen that can pillage. So whenever they destroy a tile and raid it, they get bonus food. They also get the bonus of being able to turn food into horses. And guess what they use to recruit more of their Mongol raiders?
Horses.
So you can create this infinite loop of super powerful Mongol hordes.
Oh no.
So yeah, no, there is definitely some balancing that needs to happen in humankind. But it
Civ 6 Slayer indeed.
yeah. But yeah, that was another one that I wanted to mention. Oh, there's a new Disgaea game coming out next year. I didn't know that.
Oh, that's right. There is a new Disgaea game coming out. It's coming out for the Switch.
Yeah. God, there's a bunch. Oh, you remember Axiom Verge?
Yeah, I think that game's getting a sequel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming. It says it's going to come out next year.
Also, I just barely saved after.
Wait, no more Heroes 3? What?
Yeah, you didn't know that was coming out?
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
They announced No More Heroes 3 a long ass
I
time
didn't know it's coming out next year, apparently.
Yeah, they announced that a long time ago.
Oh. Neat. But yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff coming out next year.
Yeah,
I think.
2021 is gonna be a good year for gaming.
Wait.
Whoa.
We may have to play a Lord of the Rings game.
Oh, really?
Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Lord of the Rings Golem.
It is an upcoming action-adventure game developed and published by Daedalic Entertainment. It is based on the Lord of the Rings. The game is scheduled to release blah, 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 blah. I need to know more. Do you play as Gollum?
That's really got your attention.
This, I need to know. I mean, who doesn't want to, like, crawl around the Lord of the Rings universe and goes, what is this?
My precious.
There's a new Lord of the Rings game, and it's focusing on the gaunt ring-obsessed creature Gollum. Surprisingly, WB isn't involved with this one, as they are in the Middle-earth series, as German developers Daedalic will be taking over the helm. So far, it's been confirmed to arrive on next-gen consoles, and what else do we got? I honestly think that you might actually play as Gollum.
If that's the case, that's amazing.
It looks like it's going to come out on PC.
Oh boy.
I need to know more about this game.
I think I've actually pretty much officially decided that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is my favorite movie trilogy of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I think I just recently decided that because
What?
actually... What?
Bakudo just mentioned something. Apparently, Crash Team Racing is free for everyone until January 6th.
Oh, those bastards already bought.
Yeah.
Wait, what platform?
I'd imagine Switch.
I feel like that's a PlayStation thing.
Probably. You never know. Oh, nice. You murdered them all.
Yep, I murdered a mole.
Congratulations. Do you have to murder all the moles? Oh, he says Switch. Yeah.
Huh.
Everybody bust out your Switches.
It's time for Crash Team Racing.
That game honestly has, like, unreasonably long load times. I still don't know why.
The load times in that game are kind of the reason why I kind of got away from playing it.
Tempted to change my Jackbox night to CTR tomorrow. Oh, that's right. He is playing Jackbox tomorrow. We'll have to hop in on that.
If you're playing Jackbox tomorrow, I'm gonna have to hop in on that
Yeah.
and try to figure out how the hell I'm gonna be able to get my project done. This week has not been kind to giving me time to work.
Not really. Oh, app's about
Shit.
App's about to die.
And I'm not gonna be able to save him.
That's because you don't mash. Gotta mash. Did you grab another exit mouse?
Yeah, I have another exit now.
Okay.
So if we really needed to use it, I could.
Yeah, I feel like you might be near the end. It just depends on if you care if app gets experience or not.
Yeah, that's the problem. But at the same time, like, reviving him is going to be a massive... Oh, Nerd can't do anything.
Nope. He has been bound.
You saw have been bound.
He's getting a hug from a rope. But that is okay, because he likes warm hugs. Do you like warm hugs?
As long as they're not from that snowman. Because he gives very cold hugs.
He thinks they're warm, but it's not. It's just he's made of dry ice.
Exactly.
Could you imagine that, hugging a snowman made of dry ice? What would that be like?
Wouldn't the dry ice just, like, stick to your skin or something?
Like, well, it's so cold that it feels like it's burning you.
Yeah, because, like, that's the thing about dry ice, right? Because, like, they always they always taught me when I was a kid, like, don't ever touch dry ice.
Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Also,
You know?
why is our stream name Test?
What? What are you talking about?
It still says Test. How'd it change?
It shouldn't be named Test.
Yeah, we changed it.
Yeah, we renamed it. Hold on a minute.
Ah!
You closed it.
I didn't mean to! Uh-oh. There we go.
Well, it's logged into my account.
Aww.
Freaking. Alright, give me a second.
But why?
Here. You take control for a minute.
Okay,
I'll take care of it.
I'll be here. Were you going down, I'm assuming?
I'm trying to find the next bowl. Hang on.
Secret herb!
Yeah, 'cause I changed the name of the stream.
Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. Yes, you did. I saw. I was here for it.
Like, I changed it before you even got it. And then for some reason...
It keeps, like, changing
changed
back.
to test. I'm just going
Not
into our...
far enough to despawn them. Oh, we did despawn them. Yay.
Yeah, the name did change back to test.
Why?
That's a great question.
Why? I don't know if we went this way. I'm gonna go this way.
This is supposed to be the name. So keep it that way, witch. It's supposed to say it's back again in about time too.
Thank you, DK Rap. Yeah, you want?
Yep. All right. So the name should be
Let me
updated
try
now.
refreshing.
Let me see.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, because I changed it.
Yeah. So if the title still says test, just refresh the stream and it'll give you the right title. Because that's a remnant from when you were running a stream test at your house.
Right. I did that like earlier today.
I'm still interested in how that test is going right now on TC's end.
Yeah, let's see if she's messaged us.
I mean, honestly, if your frame rate drop is like 3% or less, I would probably say that's servable.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we get about, like, just under 2% drop when we stream here.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, you got 15 PP.
Wow.
That was a
Jeez.
great PP level. For who, though?
I didn't see.
A super bomb! A super bomb. Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, so, do we want to keep going, or do we want to try and revive App?
No. I say just keep going.
Hello. No. No.
Ooh, they coming.
No. Don't be a jerk.
They coming.
I hate you.
You cannot escape.
I hate you. Ah, it's these assholes.
Yep. I mean, you could tell from the overworld sprites what they were.
I know.
Psychic them. Murder them with impunity.
But pee-pee.
But my pee-pee. Well, I mean, these guys are gonna murder you if you don't pee-pee them. Boom, 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 boom. Every time you cast fire, I can just imagine, like, Merg and that, like, tiny girl voice, just like, PK fire!
Yep. Oh, don't.
That's actually funny. Like, Ness doesn't actually learn PK fire in this game.
That's it. That's interesting because, like, that's one of his signature moves in Super Smash Brothers.
Right, yeah.
But he doesn't learn it in this game.
Yeah, he actually learned...
That's Merg's move.
He knows, like, Psy Sleep or whatever, but, I mean... Actually, now that I think about it, he doesn't really have any attacks that, like... Because he has a blind move, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, huh. That's... I
Interesting.
never thought of that, like... He did, like... The only thing that really sticks with him is the yo-yo and the baseball bat, but, like, all of his Psy attacks are, like... Oh, she's poisoned.
Well, I knew I was going
Yeah, well, excuse me, psychic.
Oh, God. I'm actually thinking of putting that on tonight when I go to bed.
What?
Yeah, the Zelda cartoon.
Which one?
The one that you gave me the DVD for.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I mean, I know you do know, but I mean, you know. Alright, Nert. Get yourself healed up.
Nice. Oh, wow, that heals 80? Hell yeah. Wait, have you gone bottom left?
I thought we did.
Have we?
Oh, come on. No, I'm going this way.
But if we've explored that way. You sure you want to go that way?
I mean, it's better than the freaking ants. Going this way?
Yeah, that's where the exit mouses are.
Oh, we have gone up that way.
Yep. That's what I was saying. Bottom right's about all I remember us not going.
I thought we did it.
No!
Look at all them nooses.
Oh, God.
And a single duck.
There's so many.
Just a bunch of nooses and just one duck. Just like, help me, please.
Can we get a sound effect of the excuse me, princess? Hell yeah.
With excuse me, princess.
Wow, we were resonating quite well with that.
Jeez.
That sounded awesome.
Alright, ow.
Actually, I've been thinking about, like, kind of, like, changing out some of the sound effects.
Yeah, some of the sound effects, I feel like,
To give them, like, a bit of an overhaul. Make them a little bit more personal.
yeah. Like, there's a few in there that I'm just kind of like, like, they're funny, but...
Yeah, some of them
Could do
are only
better.
situationally useful, you know?
Yeah, kind of like the you are watching a master work. Like, that's funny, but I kind of feel like we could do better.
Yeah. It's snarky. I like snarky sound effects.
Mm-hmm. Unless people want us to keep that one.
Oh.
Oh,
well.
God. Well,
Yep, now we're definitely
yeah,
leaving.
now we're
Oh my
definitely
God,
leaving.
they-
Oh, my God.
He was already dying in the other one. Just smacked her again. Poor Mer.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we're gonna leave after this fight. Stop it!
Ooh, that was close.
God. Oh, good for you. Too bad your
Add
friend
the
didn't get that experience.
Trollolololo, like the trollololololololololol. Is that the one you're talking about?
I mean, honestly, I'm just kind of surprised we haven't put that one in.
It at the time it felt like one of those ones that like a lot of people would have, so I just decided like, yeah, you know, do something a little different, you know. But I like Trollolol. It's a classic, you know.
We've got a lot of shit.
What are you gonna do with it though?
Bad key machine. I'm gonna give that because that sounds like something he should have.
It doesn't really matter who has that, actually.
Well, either way, I gotta give the exit mouse to...
Oh, right,
Nerd.
because everybody's dead. You are dead. Not a big surprise. Just Ness's chin just grows like super huge when he does that accent.
I've actually been watching quite a few Gmod videos lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whenever like I'm winding down in bed or something, I'll
Hey,
usually
look at all
pull
the
'em up.
people.
Oh, goodness.
Like, how terrified would those people be whenever they see 3 kids go into a cave and then only 1 kid comes back out?
What happened to your friend?
Oh my god!
But Ness just kind of walks out like super casually about it, just like,
Just like,
"Ah,
what?"
whatever.
Yeah, they're ghosts. They're fine. Ghosts! Ghosts! This is why people, like, you only have one friend who is literally the villain of your franchise.
I guess.
No, I was talking more about Porky, but...
I guess.
Is Giga Ass really, like, the ultimate...
I felt like Gigi... I felt
or is
like
Porky, like, the main...
Porky's just kind of like this stupid rival.
But, like, he's the one that, like, instigates a lot of stuff, though, right?
I mean, he's just kind of like the dumb rival that's kind of like, I'm better than you, but like, I guess is like the ultimate evil that's trying to kill everybody.
How are we told who wins the Kenny Penny contest? Actually, since tomorrow's New Year's, I'll probably post the results in Discord.
No, you.
Hey, you.
Should I try? She might actually try. She might actually kill me.
It's Switch Online members that can play CTR.
She might actually kill me.
Well, then heal yourself. You have the power. You have the technology. Hey, see you out's better. Oh my god!
Well,
Dang. She smashed you with a shopping bag.
good.
Oh, and then you counter smash.
Go away.
There you go.
Welcome to Foresight. I see you're dying. Allow me to help you with that.
But yeah, probably on the next stream I'll announce as well, but I'll also announce on Discord. So if you're in our Discord server and you're one of the winners, I'll probably reach out to you and be like, okay, how can I send you the stuffs?
Send you all the prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be announcing that at the start of the new year.
Yep. Oh, that'll be so much fun.
There he is.
I love a good contest.
Contest.
Con!
All right, now we gotta go sleep.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what you were doing at the... What are the prizes?
We never
No,
figured that out.
no, actually, I have prizes.
Well, you never told me about them. Why don't you tell me things?
Because... I don't know. Because you were busy?
Well, you could, like, message me or something.
The reason I'm not, like, saying, like, all the prizes is because it's going to be, like, the first 3 positions, like, the first 2 get to pick.
Okay, but you didn't tell me. I'm one of the I'm one of the co-hosts. I'm helping running the channel.
Yeah.
Why didn't I you told what the prizes are?
Because I honestly can't remember what they are right now. I have them set aside at home.
Because yeah, you never told me about it. Why didn't you tell me about these things?
I don't know, because it never came up in casual conversation.
That's true.
I'm very much of the mindset that if it's not directly in front of me, it is completely out of my mind. Also, did he just make a slime generator?
I think he did.
Hell yeah.
We should probably pack some shit away because our inventory is like packed.
Yeah, probably. Bumbler has some secret ideas he's cooking up for prizes. We'll probably announce the winners on the Friday stream? Yeah, probably. That's what we'll do.
That's Cargo Express. Alright.
Store it.
Let's go meet the dude outside.
Also, I love that, like, Chester, like, just...
What did Chester do?
Whenever TC put switch, because he is flagged for TC to be a reaction command,
Yeah.
just every time somebody says switch, he's like, leg having ass land bitch.
Like having ass land bitch.
Like, we may have to change, like, TC's key tag, because, like, so many words have the letters T and C next to each other. It's hilarious.
It's amazing.
But it does make me laugh, though.
Like having ass land bitch. Alright, what should we store? Do we need the guts capsule for anything? Actually, wait, that's...
Probably use the...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, the guts capsule is a one-time use. And what it does is it doubles your guts for the
Yeah.
battle.
Oh, it's just for the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, if that's like a permanent increase, then yeah, use it now, but nah.
I think the IQ capsule is a permanent increase, though.
So, what about the coin of defense?
That is, it's actually an equipment item.
Okay. Picnic lunch, broken spray can. I feel like we could give that to App.
Yeah, so that way he
broken
can
item.
fix it.
But
yeah, the coin of defense gives you more defense, but it, I forgot what else it does. But, the charms that I've got on you right now increase your speed and make you immune to paralysis.
What does the slime generator even do?
I don't know. Go to help. It probably immobilizes the enemy.
Well, never mind. He just stored it away.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I think what it does is it actually just holds the enemy in place and makes them waste a turn, but it, like, never really works. You know? Also, you don't need the jar of fly honey anymore.
That's true. We don't need that anymore.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll put that
Because
away.
we already beat Barf, or Belch, or Blorg, or whatever his name was.
There we go. We lightened up our inventory a bit.
Yay!
Alright. We're going back to the mines.
To the Cave of
Back
Wonders.
to the golden mines of Moria.
Why are they called golden mines? I didn't see any gold in there.
Golden mines of Moria.
I mean, the only thing that was golden in there was the dragon horde.
Going back to the mines of Moria. I don't know why I love saying that. I just love saying, like, to the mines of Moria.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's got a nice ring to it. It's that alliteration, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever you have one thing that starts with one thing and then it sounds like the next thing starts with that thing, it
Yeah.
sounds good.
It sounds really good to say it. Yeah, I recently rewatched the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended edition,
Uh-huh.
and I pretty much, I think, have decided that it's officially my favorite movie trilogy of all time.
Really? Even more than Back to the Future?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Which, I mean, like, Back to the Future has always been my favorite trilogy, but as much as I love and adore Back to the Future, like, rewatching Lord of the Rings, like, I rediscovered my love for those movies.
Maybe they had golden waterfalls due to the dragon. Oh no, Haru. Things sound like things, exactly.
I will say, though, that I still don't memorize the quotes from the Lord of the Rings trilogy quite like I memorized Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Back to the Future movies are movies that I can quote verbatim.
Like the Lord of the Rings, there's so many characters to keep track of.
Well, the movies are like 4 hours each.
Yeah.
And that's not even including the extended editions with the additional scenes. Like, if you watch the extended editions, you're looking at like 4 hours and 20 minutes each. Like,
I only
shit's
extended
long,
it
yo.
by 20 minutes.
I think so. I don't know. Well, actually, no. I think the originals were actually less than 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
I think the originals were like 3 hours and 45 minutes or something.
Lord of the Rings is a fantastic trilogy. It's tied with Harry Potter for favorite series. Nice.
Who said that?
Bakda.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I love those movies.
I'm trying to think of like what my favorite like movie series is. Because like my favorite movie right now is probably Thor Ragnarok. in terms of like live action. I love the humor in there, but then like my favorite like movie in terms of like special effects is Doctor Strange, just because I love the visuals and everything that they did in there. But like my favorite movie of like all time right now is, I'd probably have to go with Emperor's New Groove.
I was literally thinking that was what you were gonna say.
It will always put a smile on my face.
Well, like I like when you were about to say like what your favorite movie was, I was thinking of either two movies, either Emperor's New. I was like, he's either gonna say Emperor's New Groove or Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, which Monty Python and the Holy Grail is another great movie.
So, but no, like I think Emperor's New Groove is probably my all-time favorite animated movie.
Yeah. And that's where it's just like for something as diverse as like films and stuff, it's like you kind of have to have like categories.
Yeah. Well, like I think there are some cases where like if I like something enough, I can say it's my favorite of that thing. And in terms of like video games, like there's an easy answer to that question for me. My favorite video game of all time, hands down, is Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
And if you were to ask me what my favorite movie of all time is, though, like my number one like single movie, I would have a really tough time answering that question. Like if you ask me what my favorite trilogy was, I would now say Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But just one movie, I don't know if I can answer that question.
Really?
Because like the movies are, I feel like there's a lot of diversity in terms of video games, but I don't know. I feel like favorite movie is a lot harder to pinpoint than favorite video game.
Well, it's also, there's been so many more movies that have been like created as opposed to like video games, just because it's been around longer.
The medium's been around for a much longer period of time.
Bakuto was saying Ragnarok was about 75% unscripted. Most of the dialogue came straight from the actors. And see, I think that's probably one of the reasons why I like it, is because like the actors like took ownership of the characters.
I can appreciate that.
And like and they resonated with the characters very much. So I definitely like the direction that went. Wolfwalkers has become one of my absolute favorite animated films. I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, Wolfwalkers. I remember hearing advertisements for that on Hulu. So, like, unfortunately, the only reason I haven't watched it is because it's an Apple TV exclusive. So, like, you have to have a subscription at like Apple TV or Apple Plus. I can't remember what it's called.
That's why I haven't seen it then.
But yeah, like, it's exclusive to that, and the people who made it have pretty much said it's not going to leave that platform, just period.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, it's probably.
Yeah, so I'm just like, well, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to watch it then, because I don't want to subscribe to another fucking service.
Free trial. It's not worth that.
But then what if something else comes out for Apple Plus that I'm just like, I want to watch it, but I use my trial to watch Wolfwalkers,
Make a new free account.
I may end up just being all like, waiting to see if it comes out on Blu-ray or something.
I literally have like 3 dummy emails that I rotate between for like free trial stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually fun fact, I only have 2 emails.
Gasp.
Yeah, I actually only have 2. I have one email that I use like for personal and professional stuff, and I have one that's kind of like the dump for all the like account bullshit.
Yeah. Apple Plus is only $5 a month. It's not bad if you want to watch something bad enough. Yeah, for like a month, that's not too bad. Oh, there he goes again. Bakuda said the word watch, and then I see Chester go, well, there you have an ass land, bitch.
But I have heard good things about Wolfwalkers, though. Every time I watch something on Hulu, I always see it advertised. Which, why are they advertising something for Apple Plus on Hulu?
Well, I mean, it makes sense to advertise on your competition to pull people from your competition.
But why would their competition advertise that for them?
Because money.
Why would Hulu agree to that?
Because they pay much money.
Why would Hulu even accept that? It's just like, we want to advertise on your platform so that people will leave your platform and we'll pay you money for it. Like, is Hulu that greedy that they're just going to be like, sure, why not? Like,
money. Also, Bakura, he's probably not reacting because there is a cooldown on it. That was one, so that way it's not going like absolutely nuts with people in chat.
Dang it, I've already been here.
Watch, batch, match, catch, patch.
Where's that last mole?
Have anyone here seen the remake of the? Wait, they remade the first Pokemon movie?
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. They did a full 3D reanimated remake of the first movie, the one with Mewtwo.
Why?
I don't know. They did though.
Why? I feel like it's like not Lord of the Rings, The Lion King, not that one. We've been talking about Lord of the Rings. It's still stuck in my head.
Hey, Lord of the Rings is awesome. So I mean,
but yeah, no, like The Lion King. Whenever they 3D animated, like all of them, like they don't have any emotion because they're animals that have very limited like facial movement. Cartoons work better because you can exaggerate their features, you know?
well, I mean, when I say 3D animated, it's not like it's Japan 3D animation. What I mean by that, it's not like realistic CG or anything. It's anime 3D. So it's not what you're thinking.
Are you sure?
So, but I do remember seeing like the previews, like the advertisements for the remake of that movie,
Yeah.
and thinking, man, the 3D in this movie looks fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel right. It
I need
really
to look
doesn't.
it up. All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Like, I don't think I like the look of that movie.
All right, let's see.
Maybe I'm just like
3D remake
Like, imagine taking the
Pokemon.
imagine taking the Pokemon anime style and then just transitioning that into 3D. It looks weird to me.
What was the name of the film?
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Gotcha. 3D Mewtwo Strikes Back. There we go. All
Yeah,
right,
it's a remake.
I need to see some images from this.
I'd be interested to know what you think because it looked weird to me.
Huh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's even weirder than I remember.
Misty looks so out of place.
Everyone looks out of place. Everyone looks like a plastic toy.
Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually kind of okay with Mewtwo, but like
Mewtwo looks fine, but the human characters,
the
they look
human
off.
characters look so out of place, but like the Pokemon actually look pretty good.
No, the Pokemon look fine. It's the human
Yeah.
characters that look off.
Like Ash, like Ash looks like almost like I'm trying to think. Like there's a company in Spain that did like some 3D animated stuff, and like it looks like they did the character design for the humans.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Actually, I don't really mind Team Rocket. They aren't as bad as the three main characters in terms of like standing out. They still look off though.
Yeah, they all look off to me.
Oh my god.
Like, that style works if you just had the
What
Pokemon.
is this? Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Like, if it was just the Pokemon and no human characters, like, I could see that working. Actually, I don't think we ever went this way.
Have we?
I don't think we have gone this way.
Yeah, go investigate. Not too hot on the idea of them remaking it in 3D. I like the original. Yeah.
Did you see that Studio Ghibli is putting out a new movie, but it looks fucking weird because it's 3D animated?
Wait. They're doing a what?
Yeah, Studio Ghibli is making a 3D animated movie.
That is almost sacrilege.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Like,
I remember they actually got some backlash for that too. Like, what the hell?
because it's Studio Ghibli, like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because, like, almost anything they make feels like gold.
Yeah, but
that's so different from what they
3D
typically
animation?
do.
Like, Studio Ghibli is known for their art style in
Right.
2D animation. That's what
But
they're famous
The
for.
the head dude, like, officially retired though, right?
Yeah, no, he's not there anymore.
Right.
So it's someone else running the company now. I think it's his son. I can't remember. I think.
I would love a Legend of Zelda movie. If there is a Legend of Zelda animated in the Studio Ghibli style, I will
would
watch
totally be down.
100%.
For that. I've always said that, like, if you're gonna make a Zelda movie or a Zelda TV series, make it in, like, animated and in the style of Studio Ghibli.
Right.
Like, don't do it live action. Live action would not work.
When is this 3D Ghibli movie coming out? I have no
I
idea.
have no idea. I just remember that it's happening.
We had Mario, Sonic a few, Pokemon, Nintendo. Where's Zelda? It's kind of hard when your protagonist doesn't talk.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they made like an animated Zelda movie in the style, or a series animated in the style of Studio Ghibli, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that art style works perfectly for it. But Studio Ghibli.
So, I mean, the one time where we did have Link talk, we got... Well, actually, no, twice that he's talked, we got, gee, it sure is boring around here.
Yeah, no.
And then the other one was the Excuse Me Princess, which I'm perfectly fine with. But that wasn't actually made by, like, Nintendo, right? It was made by a cartoon company.
No, it was sourced out to another company.
Right.
Like the CDIs all together. Ooh, that just reminded me of something.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear that
Sorry, I just felt like I needed to be in on the knee clapping.
Did you hear that there was someone on Twitter tweeted out that they actually did a full remaster and re-release of the CDI Zelda games?
Oh, yeah. We talked about that at one point.
And as soon as I heard about that, I immediately was just like, stream!
Yeah. No, that would definitely be something fun to do. Like, this is going to sound really odd, but this is like a little, like, guilty pleasure, like, thing that I would absolutely love, even though I know it would be absolutely terrible.
What is that?
I want a live-action reboot of Captain N.
I'd be down for it.
I want a, like, not like a movie, a, like, series.
Full series,
like,
yeah.
Like The Mandalorian.
Oh, that just reminded me. I still gotta watch The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah,
2.
me and Taylor watched the second season. It's good. You'll like it.
Yeah, because I watched season 1, and I really liked it.
Earwig and the Witch came out 10/18/2020. Scored 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Oh, speaking of IMDb, did you hear about What's a Lot of Ducks?
I didn't hear about that movie. Tell me more.
Dear Lord.
Is it a movie about a lot of ducks?
What's a lot of ducks? Holy moly. But no, the new Wonder Woman film.
I heard it's bad.
I have heard nothing but terrible things.
Like I've seen nothing but like memes online about like how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, I'm curious to see it now to see how bad it is.
That's always the funny thing. Like, whenever I see all of these terrible like reviews, I'm just like, okay, now I gotta see what makes it terrible. So like, it still kind of works for advertising for the. Because like, it's just like whatever. Oh hey, you auto killed the ducks. Nice. But like, it's like whenever I hear something like that, I'm just like, I need to know.
Did you see that duck coming over the corner?
Yep.
Dog's like, I want to be in on the doll.
No. I've seen parts of Wonder Woman, and they were understandable, Foxy. They actually announced that they are making a third one with the same crew, same director.
Oh no.
Yep.
Which, by the way, Bakura might be happy to hear this. I finally started watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood this week.
Nice.
I am now up to episode 16.
Yeah, that one's a great one.
I actually just started watching episode 16 today, but I got interrupted because I had to go to the dealership. So it is currently on pause, which I'll probably finish it after we're done.
Okay.
And before I go to bed.
Oh yeah, he's excited in chat.
Yeah, no, I've been enjoying it. It is a hell of a lot better than the original show.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm already thinking it's a much better show than the original.
Hey.
Oh, I killed them both.
Gave up on DC comic movies after Batman vs. Superman. The best part of Batman vs. Superman was the Captain America Civil War trailer before the film. Damn.
Jeez.
If I'm sticking with DC, I'm staying only with the cartoon shows. Exactly, Foxy.
You know what? That's the thing. DC does great at making animated shows.
Yep.
But when it comes to their movies,
Their live action films are for some reason just always lacking in something.
I think it's because that trying to capture the magic of that Marvel Cinematic Universe. That they were trying to rush into capturing that magic.
Well, it feels like they were trying to play catch up with the Marvel films that had released and already done quite well.
Yeah.
And it's just
it didn't work for them.
You can't rush something like that.
No, because Marvel spent a decade building that up.
And yeah, Marvel has the opposite problem. They do great with movies, but they're iffy on shows and cartoons.
I have heard that the what was it, the Shield or whatever was pretty good.
Agents of Shield.
Agents of Shield. I heard
that was live action.
Yeah, the live action Agents of Shield show. I thought that was good.
I think they're talking about their cartoons.
Oh yeah, I know their Marvel cartoons are a little
Yeah.
Not all of them.
I'm truly the third strongest master of this whole. I'll demonstrate the power of being third to you.
Why are they all so obsessed with being third?
I don't know. Maybe because if you're number 1, you have a target on your back, and if you're number 2, then you suck. You're the first loser. If you go by NASCAR rules.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that?
No.
Yeah, that was something I remember my grandma talking about. It's just like, if you're not in first place, you're just the first loser. Like, if you came in second place.
Oh, it's kind of like that, what was the name of that movie? The Ricky Bobby, who's like, if you're not first, you're last.
Something like that, yeah. Which is a terrible mentality to take with things.
It is a terrible
mentality. But, like, there is some, like, honesty to that, though.
I think it's, like, the idea of just, like, your goal should be the best.
Right.
But I'm not sure if I quite agree with that goal. My goal is I just want to do what I want to do and, you know, hope that I get somewhere with it, you know, like, and hope that people like it. Like,
yeah,
I don't necessarily care about being the best.
Right.
You know?
And I think it's more, I think like the whole purpose of it is just to like serve as like a drive to like fine tune and hone something to the point to where you are like the de facto expert at something. And for some people that's very motivational. For other people it's an absolute nightmare, because
for me I would
that
see
level of stress is insane.
Yeah, for me that would be a demotivator, because like because if you like, to me it's like, if I don't hit that goal at the end of the road, I'm gonna feel like I failed.
Right.
You know, like I would rather have realistic goals in mind. And try to hit those goals. It's like, it's kind of like my day job. Like I think I told you and TC about this. Like at my day job, like the new boss that I have was like talking about like, I want, like, we're going to strive for this and this and this, and I'm just sitting over like, we're never gonna hit those goals. Like,
yeah.
And you're gonna go after your employees because we didn't hit those goals that you know are not realistic.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's just different like mentalities. Like everybody's motivated by different things. Like for me, like if you try and like spur me to do things on my own, like I'll just be like, meh, if it's just for me, I don't care. But like whenever like it comes to like doing things for like other people, I'm very much like, I feel like a Rip Van Winkle in that regard. Like I don't want to do things on my own. I like doing things with other people, but I'm also an introvert.
You know, I think that's why you and I have become like brothers to each other, because I am exactly the same way. I hate doing things just by myself. If I want to do like a big project or something, I'm just like, I want to do it with someone that I want to do it with.
Right, because like, you can feed off of each other's energy.
Exactly. Like, why do something alone when you can do something together? And that's why I've always said, like, that's always why I always tell you, like, I want you and I to work on something, some kind of project.
Oh yeah, we've already started talking about it.
Yeah, we've been talking about a lot of things that Bumbler and I want to do together.
Speaking of demotivator, remember those demotivational posters that were funny as hell? Oh yeah, I love those.
Oh my god.
Doing projects with all the keeps things moving. Yeah, I think for me it's just more, it keeps me accountable, because it's like, oh, I don't want to let the other person down.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good way of looking at it. Like, you know, it motivates you to do your best because you want to do your best, not just for yourself, but for the others around you.
Right.
You know, and that keeps you moving. Oh, Is that our dad calling us?
Hi, Dad.
Hey, it's your dad. We've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business.
Hey, it's your dad. The neighbors called. They said you've murdered like an entire flock of ducks.
I just like the way you said that.
I'm gonna need you to come home so we can talk about this. You're not in trouble, but there's a couple red flags.
Why are you murdering ducks? Yeah, because I think you and I have been trying to like figure out like, do we want to develop a game? Do we want to make a movie, a series? What do we want to do?
Yeah, and we're just having a hard time figuring out what exactly
like
we want to make.
Because like I think you and I have been like getting. I think both of us have been like having our heads flooded with ideas of like all these different
Like
things
what
that
we could do.
of like what we
Like
could
honestly,
do.
I do feel like I want to go the game route though.
I would love to develop a game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you and I, if we put our heads together, we could create something truly entertaining.
Oh yeah. I need someone to keep me in check when it comes to projects. Got to start doing that. And like,
Yeah.
for me, the biggest thing that I learned to do whenever I had to like do projects on my own is I set deadlines for myself.
I do the same thing, but my problem is that if I don't hit those deadlines, those self-made deadlines, it hurts me mentally.
Yeah.
And I can't always hit those deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays I've been trying to kind of be a little bit more easygoing with it,
So-
but it's also becoming harder to keep myself accountable.
Whenever you set those, like, how are you going about it? Is it just like I want to finish this project by X date, or like?
It's more like I would like.
Sorry,
What?
chat. I want to read chat real quick, and then
Go
I'll
ahead.
let you answer.
Go ahead.
But it's the Duck Gang. Woo! And then
I love it.
And then Foxy said the Quack Pack is here to mess you up. I love the Quack Pack.
I love it. That sounds amazing.
But Buckner said if you're doing a game, I am so there.
Oh yeah, like I know that I think you and I both agreed that if we wanted to hire someone to do the soundtrack for us, we already knew who to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a bird?
Yes.
Okay, bird. But what I was gonna say before is wait. Okay, I thought I heard it like out the window or something. I thought it was coming from the game, and then I thought it was coming out of the window. Like, what the hell? No, it's coming from the game. What I was trying to say before was the deadlines I tend to set myself for is something. Oh god, I forgot to heal her.
Yep. And now she's dead.
All right, well, it's a good thing we already killed all the bosses, so
Did we get the gold nugget?
I don't think we did.
Oh. Oh, maybe the dude isn't in here. Maybe we should go check the shack outside that he was like outside.
All right, you know
of.
what? Fuck this. I'm using the exit mouse.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
we have a chick. Yeah, we picked up an egg at some point. Oh, man.
Did we get?
Just want to get out of retail, so I really want to do my projects this year. Which projects are you talking about, Foxy?
You know what?
Is it
I can totally understand where she's coming from too.
It was at this moment that
Yeah,
he knew.
I'm curious
He
how
fucked up.
this like coming up semester is going to go in terms of like work for me.
I have nothing that I like. My inventory is completely full.
Of what?
Everything. I have no inventory space.
What about the exit mouse?
I don't have an exit mouse.
Oh.
I'm gonna use the.
Yeah, use the luck capsule. There you go.
Yeah. So because I gotta get a luck mouse. I mean, not a luck mouse, an exit mouse. Lucky mouse. Damn it.
Luck mouse. It's just one snake. Oh, you have two fresh egg. You had another fresh egg in your inventory.
What?
Oh, that's right. We could sell those if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember that.
What I was trying to say before, like when you were asking me about like how I set my deadlines,
Yeah.
it's not like I want the project done by set date, period. It's more like when I start the day, I'm like, I would like to get my project to this point today, and then I'll feel like it's a productive day.
Gotcha.
Like, it's not like I want to finish this project today. It's more like if I can get the project to this point today, I'll be happy.
Yeah. And that's usually what I do is I set benchmarks, like, just like, I want to get this part of it done, get this part of it done, and go from there. Ooh!
Yeah, I almost died, and he's probably about to die. In
Yeah. At 3, 2, 1. Oh, nope, never mind. Oh, nope, you have no PP. Never mind. He gonna die. Calorie stick.
Do I?
Oh wait, you have a violet
Violet
serum.
serum.
There you go.
Oh God.
I need to get my website back up, but I need to redo projects I did when I was in college. Understandable. Yeah, making like your own demo reel or portfolio, like it can take some time.
Yeah, no, I know because I do it regularly.
Like I have like, when was the last time I made my demo reel? I haven't touched it like at all this last year. Now that I think about it.
I just made a new demo reel back in I think August.
Yeah.
So mine is fairly recent.
Yeah, because I haven't been really looking for like gigs because I've been working at the college, that it's just like I haven't had to update it. But honestly, I should probably look to take on a gig or two for work. Well, actually, I do have a couple of things actually now that I think about it.
You say it like finding gigs is so easy.
Well, I mean, you just gotta put yourself out there, and then
like I've had a really tough time trying to find gigs personally.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like you really have to like trick people into coming to you, if that makes sense, because like blindly trying to find stuff is not the most effective way to use your time sometimes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's really hard trying to figure out the right way to look for gigs. And I struggle with that constantly.
And like I think like this was actually one of the things that I taught my students is if you're going to like do a cold pitch to somebody for like a video project, there's ways that you need to like steer the conversation from like right out of the gate to get them interested in like what you're doing, and that you know what you're talking about and have done your research. So one of the things that I don't know if you know about is actually you can track the data on like Facebook ads from other companies.
Interesting.
And you can use that to see, okay, they've run this advertisement for this long and it's gotten this much interaction. And you can use that to like, okay, they're looking to advertise in this area and that demographic. I can now use that to make a better pitch to them because I know what they're looking for.
Also, I think we have a chick.
We have a chick and a chicken.
Yeah, because we heard the booty boop.
Yep.
Is it gonna booty boop again?
I want to hear it.
Hang on.
Where is it?
Give us the booty boop.
Wee boop.
Come on.
Where is it?
Come on. There it is.
Yep. I see you killed your girlfriend again. Well, I'm sorry. She protected me with her delicious body.
Well, all right then.
I don't know why delicious felt like a thing Zach Brannigan would say.
Yeah. But no, like I'm totally with you on like I want to do more projects to expand on my portfolio, but I want to do those projects with other people.
Yeah.
And I've been told like you need to do more personal projects, and I'm just like, I would love to. What the hell is going on over here?
Is that an enemy taxi cab?
I guess.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to. That interrupted my thought. I was trying to say like, people have told me you should do more personal projects, and I'm just like, I do want to do more personal projects. I just need to find people to do them with. and like I know plenty of people like you who I want to do projects with. It's just making the time to get everyone to do it.
Right. Yep. And then there's like all the stuff about like, how much to pay everybody and all that stuff. That's where it gets muddied. Don't you know how to treat a lady? Nasa TC would be so cross with you. Also, we are playing Crazy Taxi now. Exactly. I love Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, didn't you and Wade not stream but let's play that at one point?
I think so, yeah.
I think you did.
Remember that, yeah.
I remember that being a really good episode too.
That game is just chaotic.
I want to see if we can hang on to the chicken.
Suddenly know that Grubhub is gone. I need gigs. Wait, Grubhub is gone?
I think he means that Grubhub is not a thing for him anymore.
Oh, gotcha. I thought like they like
because that was like a source of income.
They hubbed their last grub.
No, they're still around. He's not working for them at the moment anymore.
Gotcha. Oh, right, the car thing and all that.
Yeah, he has a new car, but I imagine he just doesn't have it registered with Grubhub because he's got like there's a whole process involved with it and everything.
Right. But like the like honestly, like this was something like me and TC were talking with you about, is that there's a lot of ways to actually put yourself out there with like minimal time commitment to just immerse yourself into like the internet culture to attract people to just like what you're doing. And that's where like the personal projects and that type of stuff, that's where like posting things on like social media and stuff like semi regularly, and even then just more interacting with people, you can find a lot of opportunities that way just by like being active. And
Yeah,
being active can be like, you know, once or twice a week. It isn't as much as like people think in terms of like social media. It's just you have to know what like niche you're appealing to, because like it, like let's take like, oh cool, that's right, you were calling them to
Yep.
store more stuff, but like let's say like Bakuda is like doing the music stuff, and you know there's like things like SoundCloud and other avenues like that to put your content out there, but it's not necessarily going to generate revenue right out of the gate. It's just you're soaking up the development time to get like reputation.
yeah,
And that's what social media is more about, is getting your name out there and doing it in a way that catches people's attention. It's more about, it's kind of weird in that sometimes you want to do something off the wall just to get people's attention.
yeah,
Like I think TC was saying like on her TikTok account, that one video of her creating a video like posting about like the question that I posed of how hard would you have to fart to shatter a toilet. That is such a dumb enough question that it got people's attention.
Wait, she posted that in a video?
I think so. Tic Tac.
What kind of video did she like?
I don't know. I think she just posted like a little like text thing. Because I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know what all she posted. But I think I remember her mentioning that she posted it and it got a lot of views already.
Like when was that a thing? Because I remember being a part of that at some point somehow. Because I remember I was there when you asked that question.
Yeah, I think she posted it the next day. Or no, we just talked about it afterwards. This was before we did that.
I don't remember. Like, when did we talk about that?
At a point in time. But I mentioned it to her like before I had mentioned it to you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Bakudo is saying social media has to be genuine. If your tweets are obvious cries for attention, nobody will notice you. Yep. Be the real you.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I struggle too, because I'm not into using social media.
Right. And that's the thing, is like you don't want to necessarily engage, like you do want to engage with people like in your market, but they are also your competition. So if you engage, like if I was doing a bunch of video projects and I was engaging with other video like video creators, they're not the ones looking to hire people more often than not, because they're looking for gigs.
Yeah.
I need to try and market and interact more with people that would hire me. So that's where it's like, if I wanted to do like say music videos, I would want to start networking with like musicians or bands and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like a lot of people get kind of tripped up with it. Is like, oh, I want to make video content, and I want to be a YouTuber, so I'm going to go to like the YouTube Reddit board.
The YouTube Reddit board.
Yeah, and like, well, I mean, that's a place like they could post, but it's flooded with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to break into it.
Right, and so it's just, that's not a good place to promote yourself. And that's where you have to kind of change the way that you think. It's a little bit like investing in some regards, in that if you need to like be able to read the market, you know?
Yeah, I've kind of reached that point where I'm just kind of looking for the opportunities to pass me, and then I try to tackle them.
Right.
Kind of thing. Like I'm at the point now where I'm just, I guess going with the flow is a way you could kind of put it. You know, like if something passes my way, chase it. You know.
Right.
Which I know some people will say, no, you gotta chase it, you gotta try and find it yourself and chase those opportunities. I'm like, well, I guess I just don't know the right way to chase those opportunities. I'm just kind of like, look for them, keep an eye out for them, be sharp about it, and tackle them when they come up.
Right, and that type of mentality works in like more like day-to-day opportunities, but whenever you work in a niche field like what we do, you kind of have to either know what you're looking for more, or you have to be involved in certain areas for that stuff to kind of fall in your lap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's just like, if you lived in like downtown, you would maybe find more opportunities for that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But with, you know, COVID and everything, you have to kind of do a bit of both. Which I think actually Bakudo is saying that it's a blend. You have to do some looking and chasing, but you also want to set yourself up so that clients can actually find you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that, like, this was like one of the things that I did, and actually I want to talk about like what I told some of my students is whenever you're building a reputation starting off, sometimes you have to this might be a route you decide to go if you have like no credibility. You were starting out completely from scratch. You have nobody that can back up and verify that you do good work.
Yeah.
Offered, like, this is something I told my students. If you want to go this route, you can offer to do a pro bono video for a company that is of medium to large size. If you are doing it for free, and you just say, all I want to do is add this to my demo reel. This is something that I'm using this for experience. Now you don't tell them that. Like, I'm looking for this for experience. You say, I want to do a pro bono piece as a trial, and if you like it, you may use it. If not, then cool. But I did something like this for Keller Williams. I did a very, very cheap, like, promotional video for them for social media.
Mm-hmm.
Keller Williams is a very large company.
Mm-hmm.
They do, you know, all the home sales and realty and that type of stuff. I was able to take that one video that I produced for them, go to all of their competitors, and then I ended up getting a video for Lennar and Princeton Homes and other stuff, because they're like, oh, you did this for the other person, I want you to do that for me, but better.
See, I just don't know how to find those kinds of opportunities, even the free ones.
I made those opportunities. I approached them.
Yeah, but how do you approach them? How do you get their attention? How do you actually even get them to acknowledge your existence?
Email.
See, I've done that, and they don't.
Then
Like-
it might be the way that you're actually reaching out to them, or you're reaching out to the wrong person.
So, yeah, and that's the problem. Like, you never really know, like, who to reach out to.
Yep. And that's where it's just a lot of it is it's kind of blind sometimes, but you just have to do your research, and sometimes it might even take going to a business and just be like, hey, who's the person that would be in charge of this? And just, you know, getting contact information. For some reason, people love giving out other people's contact information.
Which I don't understand, because I'm scared to death of doing
Well,
that.
whenever it's related to business, I should say
Yeah.
that. Not their personal contact information, but like email addresses. Oh, people love giving that stuff out. But like that's one of the things that you can do is like this was one of the ways that I actually did like a cold pitch to somebody. Is I did my research, I saw what their business was marketing towards, and I was like, I saw that you had an advertisement on, you know, blah blah blah, and that you were marketing towards this. I'm a videographer in the area and I'm looking to accept new clients. Would you be interested in meeting to talk about opportunities to promote your business further, or if you would prefer to call me at blah 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 blah. And there I, you know, give them my closer, my contact info, and go from there.
Yeah.
If they don't respond in a week, then I send them a follow-up email. And if they don't respond to the follow-up email, then I move on.
Yeah, because I've managed to it's not like I've never managed to make those contacts before. I mean, it's how I'm a video editor for Loxton and Noggin. Is I made that contact an opportunity for myself.
Yep.
problem is that nowadays, like, when I say I want to try and expand upon it, find more, it's so hard to figure out like who to approach and how, because I mean, you never know if it's even gonna go through. I mean, it could in most of the time it's usually just a blind matter of just like, I'm gonna send an email, they probably won't respond, but we'll see what happens kind of thing.
Right.
And most of the time they don't respond. So
Yeah.
and that's where we have the problem, is that I guess I just don't know who the right people to talk to, because like, everybody says like, I made that opportunity for myself. It's like, okay, where did you look for that? Like,
Right.
Where did you, like, how did you find it, and how did you figure out like who to talk to? That's where I have the problem.
More often than not, their contact info is on their website. And I think the problem is that you might be looking for companies that are too like big. You need to look for more independent type gigs. So like, I want to elaborate more on this. But first off, hi Maz, welcome to the stream. I saw you
Maz.
there, didn't get a chance to call it out. Bakudo is saying, sadly, cold emails don't work for game composers. Developers get tons of emails from composers every week. And that's something I can definitely understand, because there's a lot of like bulk asset stuff in terms of like music that are out there now, so it's a lot more fiercely competitive. And for video editors, he was saying, I can imagine it being the same. It's because it's a small niche. You rely on somebody to make the content and then put it together. And that's where your job differs from my job, because I'll actually go in and act as like the producer director and get the project organized, and that's where I can actually cold pitch them.
And see, that's the thing, is like, I love directing. I love to direct productions and work with other people to make projects happen. I don't really have a team of people that I can organize to make that happen.
Right.
I'm just by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I mean, I can expand and do more stuff. It's more just like, I just don't have the resource to do those things unless I have people.
Right. And then at that point, you need to establish like, okay, if I'm going to spearhead these projects, then what resources do I have available? Like, if I was going to get other people involved, what are their rates, so I know what to quote my client?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I have to do all the time. One of my projects that I did was I had a client that I was doing other stuff, and he had another project where a guy was trying to sell a jet plane. And what ended up happening was we indirectly created this like pipeline of jobs, because the photographer knew somebody of that, like, of the person that like photographed the plane that we were then taking the photos and making the video for. And we had another person that was like the drone operator, and he got like some aerial shots and stuff of the plane and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like a leapfrog thing, to where like one job led to another. And those are always like magical when they happen. But the way that we were able to advertise it was, we help sell Honda jets. So now we were able to use that as credibility for anything that was aeronautics related, because we had done a project like that now. And I think that might be more where you're having a hard time, is getting your foot in the door for a particular type of content. And I think a part of it also might be you're just overthinking it, because like, it really depends on like what you want to do. Do you want to try and target more people that are like YouTube, like the work that you currently do, or do you want to do more traditional corporate advertisement?
Honestly, I'm just happy doing the content that I already do.
Okay, so now you know your niche.
Yep.
So now, how do people in that niche find work or look for work?
And that's where I have a tough time, because I don't know how they find that work. Because I know like it's possible to look for it, I just don't know how to do it.
So turn to Google, do some web search. Just gotta put some brass tacks of like researching of just like, what do people in this area look for in terms of like editing. And that's where you need to then figure out, okay, if this is my target demographic, YouTubers, what can I make that they would be interested in? And that's the stuff you would post on social media.
Yeah, I'd have to figure out what that
Those
would be.
those would be your personal projects, and you can even narrow it down into an even finer niche of like, gamers or something, or you could do, I don't know, kids videos, toy reviews, whatever.
But I wouldn't do that.
But that niche is what you need to home in on in terms of that type of content.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way, now you are making personal projects to appeal to that demographic, while now also showing them what you can do. Now you are not only taking your time and using it constructively, but you are now also attracting them to where they will come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you are saying like I am open for business, and we talked about this with Taylor of this, like doing like editing streams or something like that.
And I have thought of actually doing that.
Yeah, like showcase your work in a public view. And honestly, I've thought about doing that myself. Just to make me do it more. But let's see, Bakto is saying, honestly, I look back at the last 5 years and the best thing I've built is this stream. So I'm working to take that stream and use it among a certain other project to get myself out there and get the attention of developers. Yep. And that's where it's just, you can't always be chasing them. Sometimes you got to try and get them to chase you.
Yeah, and that's where it becomes difficult, is trying to get yourself out there enough to where people actually want to chase after you.
So, do you remember what Kevin MacLeod did?
Well, he made music and he just freaking put it out and said, use it.
Right. But because his music got so popular because it was free, did that make him more attractive and marketable?
Yeah.
There you go.
The question is, how did he actually get to the point where people knew that his music existed?
He banked on YouTubers using it and accrediting his stuff. And YouTube was a rapidly growing platform. So, lo and behold, he let YouTube do all of his marketing for him.
Where is this damn golden nugget?
Did you try the house outside?
Is there a house outside that I'm supposed to go
There
to?
was a little shack outside, wasn't there? It's like, are you...
Did I come back in here for no reason?
Are you 100% sure that you full cleared this place?
I killed 4 of the giant moles.
There's 5. You're missing 1.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking.
That's another good idea, Bakura. My biggest suggestion to Nasada is to start making tutorials. Become an authority on the subject of editing. That's a good approach. Yep, start building a community of helping people become better editors.
I kind of like the idea of doing, like, streams more. I don't know.
Well, you can still do that. It would still be an educational stream because you'd be explaining, like, what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just have to think about how I would want to approach that.
Mm-hmm. There's multiple ways to do it. Honestly, one of the ideas that I had for, like, that is just, like, doing, like, open submissions. Like, if people wanted to send in a video, just, like, what could I do to make this better? And do it as an
interesting idea.
Yeah, it's just like an open form submission of just like, I don't know much about editing, but I have this footage. I would like to be able to know what I could do with it. And then from there, you would, make sure that you investigate it before the stream, so that way, it's safe, because, people
Yeah, because they might send you something that's like copyright.
Right, or something, a bit too risque that you'd want to stream. But that way, you could then use it as a way to, like, okay, somebody submitted some footage, and we're going to go through it and see what we can do with it.
Actually, I should probably get one of those exit mouse.
Yep.
We've been talking a lot tonight about just, like, growing yourself in your career.
Well, I feel like, especially with 2020, a lot of people are actually thinking in that direction because so much has changed. 100 years of cinema history has been undone in 2020.
Yeah,
in terms of like film business and the holds and times of like movies and that type of stuff. 2020 has completely like wiped the slate clean of like how films are made. And to be perfectly honest, with the way that things are going, I honestly feel like I don't know if you saw this, AMC
is actually, I've heard that they're going broke.
They announced that by the end of January, they will have literally $0 left.
Yeah,
And
they're going out of
that's with
business
them accounting for liquidating assets.
because people are not going to the theaters.
Right. And then you have major companies like Disney announcing that they're going to start orienting their productions more towards streaming. It doesn't leave a lot of room left. Now, there was one actual film theater like company that said, "Oh, we're actually expanding." And I'm just like, "Who are you and what are you doing?" And then I found out they're actually in China, that they were based. But AMC was already in trouble. The pandemic fast-tracked their downfall. Yeah, and a lot of movie theaters were that way. But it's just, I feel honestly, this is the way that the movie industry is going to go.
I feel like the movie industry has kind of gone the way of like. I feel like it's going to be becoming more like where we're seeing like the Mandalorian, like actual series.
Right. And yeah, Bakita just said it. Honestly, I prefer streaming series over movies anyway, so bring it. Yeah. But like, what the way I was saying is that big budget blockbuster films
They're going away.
they're going away. And they're never going to get the funding that they once had.
Nope.
Honestly, it's kind of weird to think that like Avengers Endgame
Was literally an endgame.
literally potentially going to be the last big budget blockbuster film that is going to do great.
Yeah, it honestly is very likely that that's the case. Like, Endgame is like a truly appropriate
Like,
name for that movie.
How prophetic and fucked up is that? It was the end game. Whoa! I think we
It
just
was
blew Bakita's
the
mind.
Endgame.
But a lot of people like, and I'm not saying that like film is dead. No, God no. There's tons of ways to make money in those industries, but I honestly think more money is actually going to end up circulating throughout the industry because instead of being all compiled into one outrageously expensive film, it's actually going to be spread out amongst these series that get the treatment of like a television show.
Yeah.
And television shows have a lot smaller budgets, but they have to be more creative with their money.
Yep.
And streaming is exactly going to be that way.
Yep. We've talked a lot about stuff tonight.
My mind is truly blown. I mean, what else are you going to do on a stream?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like
We play games and talk. That's 50% of what we do.
it's just crazy, like how much we've talked about tonight.
Yep. Also, hey, Bropolo!
Hey, Bro Polo.
From Fallout Las Vegas, the game was rigged from the start. But honestly, I think that actually might be healthier for the industry because now it's going to give people the opportunity to make smaller scale projects that are more meaningful and personal and not try and live up to this almost unrealistic like
expectation that
of-
film is created.
right. Because like the way that a film is like I could go on a whole rant about like the rating system and that type of stuff, but I'm not going to get into that today. But there's so much working against you whenever you create a feature film that it sucks. And now with COVID in the mix, like you are spending so much more of your budget just to keep your personnel safe that it makes it so much harder to actually fund a project. So something smaller like a series is actually better.
So, as much as interesting in this conversation has been, we've really got to figure out where this final wall is.
Do you want me to look it up?
We may have to because I am really, really lost in these fucking games.
Mm-hmm. COVID is honestly forcing lots of businesses to shift directions that they should have gone years ago. I agree. Honestly, I do feel like this is like one of the times where like Mother Nature is just like, change!
Change now!
But like it's just like this is something I was talking about with TC. It's just like we've been overdue for a war.
I don't know if
Like-
I want to talk about that.
Well, think of it this way. That's probably a bad way to phrase it, but if you think about it historically, we haven't really had like a major war that would be like some kind of major event. And so maybe this is kind of like our replacement
for that,
for that. It's just COVID. So it's like, oh, if you're not going to fight each other, fine. Bacteria or viruses.
viruses.
There we go. But like the way I meant it is just historically speaking, we haven't really had a massive cultural global event that has forced people to think about the world and their like role and place in it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's more what I meant, is like we haven't really had a cultural event of, because like if you think about it, and this is something I was thinking about later, is the last life-changing event was 9/11, yeah, and that was, you know, the whole war on terrorism thing. But like how much of a malaise I was in like prior to 2020, because it was just like oh, media's ranting about this, and oh, this is doing this, and okay, it's just like I didn't really like care as much about like everything that was going on in the world, because we got more information, but it also made the information burn out that much faster because of the internet, you know?
Yeah.
But now it feels like 2020 has made us like slow back down again.
Yeah,
you know,
like everything was speeding up faster and faster and faster, and now we
right.
have to slow down.
It's like this year is just like like the universe saying, "Pump the brakes, humanity."
Yeah, because honestly, we were getting to a point where it like the rate that we had to do things was like getting unrealistically fast.
Like something would pop up, like it used to be like you would have a widespread joke that like back like in like the 2000s, like you would have a joke on the internet and it would last for like a month, and now it's like less than a week. Like you have a meme, goes viral, okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's ridiculous to think of how quickly we pick up and put down like things that influence our lives.
Yep.
To where now, like, and this is something I'm curious to get y'all's input on, is do you think that because we pick up and put down things so quickly, things aren't ever as like near and dear to you? Because I've actually thought about that a lot. It's just like, a lot of my like all-time favorites or like cherished memories are from things that I was able to take my time and enjoy properly.
Yeah, same here.
Whereas now it's just kind of like, I watch a movie and then the movie's done. I'll talk about it with Taylor for, you know, a bit and we'll dissect it a bit more. But then after that point, okay, I'm on to the next thing. And it's just like, I don't appreciate it as much. It's not like something special.
Yeah, things are less special now.
Right.
Is a good way to put it. Because things are going so fast.
The cat in the restaurant meme actually did last a while. Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that one. Let's see. Ooh, Moz typed a whole bunch. Honestly, a lot of good has happened, but a lot more bad has been happening as a result of people being so isolated from each other and only relying on, as news before COVID made obvious, very biased outlets.
This place is like a damn maze.
Well, it is a maze. That's why they give you an exit mouse right in the center of it.
It's like, I don't know where else we haven't looked yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're sure there's a fifth mole?
Yeah, the first mole said there was 5 moles.
Because I don't know where else to look. Like, I feel like we've checked everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Things have become even more jaded and manipulated with people now, even less in the mix of events and changes. The masses matter even less. The big players are the only ones who mattered recently because their voice through media is just actually listened to. Mm-hmm. This is exactly why streaming series are so meaningful to me. I get heavily invested. Yep. That's why I don't want to rush through games on stream. I want to enjoy them thoroughly. Exactly. There's something about going to the movies with their whole family at the holidays. Yes. Oh, I love it. Like, whenever you get, like, a big group to go to a movies, it's always nice. I love that. Yeah. I remember whenever we went to go see Endgame, like, we stood outside the theater talking about it for, like, an hour.
We did.
Cold.
I remember that. Dang it. I'm really starting to get a little bit anxious, though, because I have been looking everywhere for this damn fifth mole, and I have no idea where it is. Like, I've been fighting the same monsters for what feels like hours. Like, it has been hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've gotten really good at killing them. Do you want me to explore for a bit?
Like, yeah, like, I just don't, where else is there to look? I feel like I've checked. You're sure there's 5 moles?
Yeah, they said there was 5 moles. I'll double check if you want me to.
Like, I've been wandering these caves forever.
EarthBound Mole Cave.
Like, I hate to look something up, but like, we've been wandering around in this cave for a long ass time.
Inside the caves are 5 large moles called Guardian Diggers.
Really? There's 5 moles?
All 5 must be defeated separately. The mine is... After Ness defeats the 5 Guardian Diggers, the mine becomes peaceful and he is rewarded.
I can't find this 5th mole.
So
I've looked everywhere.
There's a 5th one down here. I plan to eventually get a projector and outdoor screen so I can have an entire family for summer movie nights. Oh, that sounds awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Hell yeah.
Like, I keep having to leave and come back because I keep losing, like, I keep running out of pee-pee because I have been down here for so damn long trying to find this damn mole.
Yeah.
Like, where is this fucking mole?
There's probably one path that you've just been missing.
I feel like I've checked every path. Like, it's got to be a really hidden path or something. Like, I feel like I've checked everywhere.
Dovadude is saying, next time on your Relics of Hyrule stream, when you update, I suggest going back to the dungeon where you got Majora's Mask.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like... Well, this is what I was going to say earlier. My goal for 2021 is to get TC a dog.
That's your ultimate goal
here? That's my goal. If I get TC a dog next year, I'm going to consider 2021 better.
Honestly, my goal for next year is to try and expand on my career. That's like kind of my ultimate goal for next year.
It's always good to focus on yourself every once in a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I want to be better for myself so that I can be better for others.
Yeah, you know? I gotcha. It's very. I subscribe to that mentality of I want to make sure I can take care of myself before I take care of others.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I love taking care of others, and I just gotta make sure I look after myself first.
Yep.
But one of the reasons I love doing these streams is kind of like these streams are kind of my way of like doing something for myself that is also something that can entertain other people.
Yeah.
It's like my way of like bringing, like, you know, helping people through a rough day, because like I know I can like come on here and have a fun time, and they can watch and have a fun time, and
yep,
you know.
Have you gone up from there?
I thought I have. I'm pretty sure I've gone there.
We're just gonna systematically like rule out areas, because there's like a little drop down up here.
I believe I went this way, and I went into that hole. Like, there is a ladder over here.
Uh-huh.
And I specifically remember I went down that ladder, and it went back to that first area where we fought that first mole.
Okay.
I mean, we'll check again, but I'm pretty sure that's what's over here. Like, it's getting to the point where we have spent way too much time in this cave.
Mine is to complete the Master Trials in Breath of the Wild. Ooh,
shit.
Good luck with that. I remember those Master Trials being a Master Trial.
Yep. Okay, well, we're poisoned, and I can't heal it now because I have no PP.
The secret herb can cure it.
The secret herb cures everything.
Yeah, because I seem to remember I went down that ladder, and it just goes back to that first mole area.
Holy moly.
Holy moly.
I found like a huge ass map. All right, let's see. So that good. I'm gonna start like cross-referencing like where we've gone.
Oh god, give me that butterfly, please.
All right, so we're there. We're going to ladder B.
All
Wait,
right.
did you, from the exit mouse, did you ever go all the way down to the end of that bottom left tunnel?
I thought I did.
Did you get a Psy Caramel from over there?
Yeah, see, I thought so. This goes to the second mole right
Go
here.
back to the exit mouse.
I thought we went that way.
Yeah, we'll double check.
Like, I know you brought up the bottom left before, but I swear we went that way already.
I remember we went down there. Because that's directly south of the exit mouse.
Yeah, I know we went directly south. I know that
Yeah.
for sure.
But, like, it's, like, left and then down.
Yeah, I seem to recall we went that way too.
Ladder A. Okay, so that connects, so we have killed that one. Where's ladder C? Okay, I know we killed that one. So which one are we missing? That's honestly I think that's honestly the one we're missing.
I'll check again. I swear we've checked that already.
I seem to swear. I swear.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a very vivid memory that we went that way.
Don't forget to tell Addison to make his character sheet. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to join us for mine tomorrow. He has work, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't make it.
So I'll probably hop on Discord tonight and I'll talk with everybody about what our plans for tomorrow is. My plan is to be better and get my foot in the door of a career. Nice.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yep.
It's very hard.
Yeah, my biggest thing is just like I want to try and reinvigorate like my job because like a lot of students have just been demoralized with this year and understandably so.
Yeah.
Just online learning is not for everybody. And actually, that's what I wanted for my like why did you go down there?
Because I was checking to see if that's
No, you go left.
I think what's over there is just a present, and we got it.
You did? Because there's a mole right there.
There's a mole right there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep. According to that thing I was looking at.
I recall going over there, and there was just like a present, and that's all that was there.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to jump on Discord after stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drive home, but I'll definitely be on later.
Yeah.
But that like what was it? Oh yeah, schools. Like I actually finished my bachelor's degree. There he is. Told you.
I swear I've checked this already.
He sounds like Grounder.
You've got the strongest master of this hole, the second strongest master of this hole, the fourth strongest master of this hole, and the weakest master of this hole. I'm truly the third strongest master of this hole.
Why is everyone obsessed with being third?
Now you see the true advantage of being third.
Why is
He's laughing at you. Yeah.
Why are they all so fucking obsessed with being number 3?
Yep. Oh, thank you, Bakata.
Thank you.
I actually this like 2-3 weeks ago, I actually finished my bachelor's degree, and I'll be getting my diploma sometime next month.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So in that regard, 2020 is going to be a year I'll look back on and you're like, you know what? I made a lot of progress. But now I'm going to be extremely happy to have all of that extra spare time that I can dedicate towards other things.
Yeah, because that's something I wish I could have, is like a lot more spare time to do other things.
Yep. I still can't believe I actually had the self-discipline to fully take my bachelor's online. Like, that's honestly something if I was, like, before I met you, I never would have had the attention span to do that. But I'm not going to lie, I don't know if TC's still in chat or not, but being married to somebody that you really, really care about is a hell of a motivator. Because, like, honestly, I wouldn't care about the bachelor's degree for myself. I honestly went through a lot of that just because, like, I wanted to make sure that I could take care of TC and myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
Yay!
The photo guy.
So, yeah, now you need to go into the shack to the left and then talk to the dude.
Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say, Fuzzy Pickles.
Fuzzy Pickles! We're just
Yay.
like drenched in sweat and
Wow,
covered in mole
great
blood.
photograph. It would always bring back the fondest of memories.
That's really sweet, honestly. Aw, thanks, guys. And Bakuto was like, yes, my mindset shifted in a huge way after I got engaged. It's me, say Fuzzy Pickles. Where are you going?
I'm just leaving. I just had to go to the right to get out.
No, you go left.
No, I had to get that little entryway right there. I had to
Oh.
go right to get out of it.
Gotcha.
So, but I have to get the sunburn off of me.
Bumblr should have The Simpsons do it for her poster, but instead of Maggie, it's TC. Yeah. Bumblr, you big kiss up. Yeah. When I was a baby, my mom dunked me in a barrel of sugar. I think I heard that from, yeah, that guy.
You've gotten rid of the monster. Good job. Okay, from here on, just let me dig. You'll see I'll find the buried gold. Before I start digging, I'm going to set a careful plan of action.
If I ever go to a con with you guys, I'm cosplaying the camera guy. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Bakuto would be a great camera guy.
I'll dress up as Ness, and we'll get TC to dress up as Paula.
Am I just Jeff?
You could be App if you want, or Jeff. Or you could be Ness. I'll be App. I don't care. I don't think I could pull off two.
I don't know who I could nail. Like,
No.
You and I were both thinking it.
Yes.
All right, so what now?
Really? Sunburn again?
Yep.
Why two with once again? That just happened.
Who with what's the Winston again?
Like, the whole point of that convention... Wait, what did he say? Was he being sweet and I missed it? Yes! Ah! Now she's going to have to go back into the stream and look for it.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I was bragging on you a bit.
All right, so what now? Do we have to go?
Did you get the thing from the dude?
He didn't give me gold, if that's what you're asking.
What did
no.
he give you?
He just said, I'm going to go digging. You'll see. I'll find that gold.
Oh. Maybe we need to sleep and then...
I guess so.
You can come back.
All right, I guess we got to go back to Foresight and sleep.
Well, there's a place in the desert you can sleep.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right.
Go left of the hole. You remember where that little shop is?
Are you talking about this right here?
No.
Oh.
Actually, have you been in that hut?
Yeah, I was just in the... Whatever.
Yeah, what does he want? TC knows me so well. Like, me and TC both subscribe to that mentality. Whenever somebody starts sweet talking you, it means they want something.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it because we were both raised the same way.
It's like, oh, you're so sweet. What do you want?
Just like, oh, honey, you're so sweet and you do so many wonderful things. What do you want?
Why are you being so sweet all of a sudden?
Something's up. This isn't normal.
All right, I'll be real with you. I want a pet bear. Oh, God.
Yep. Oh, look at the little UFO that has, like, it's a cute little UFO.
It's a cute little UFO with a
Aw.
ball on its head.
Curvy corgi mousepad. Actually, yeah, I would actually probably use that. No, wait, I have a huge ass mousepad.
Damn it! I need to get away. I need to get away now. Come on. Run away. I don't want to put up with this right now. Come on!
I do like the smiley little scorpion, though. Look at him. He's adorable.
This is terrible.
Dang.
Well,
Ow.
App is dead.
Aw.
Wow. I think they're going to kill me.
Really?
I think so.
These guys are weak.
They're killing my party.
Oh, did you not attack? You just been running away.
Yeah, I've been running away.
Gotcha.
They want to play with you till you die.
Yep.
Well, now Merg's poison.
They'll be fine. These kids are tough. Like back when we were kids.
Get a fucking way!
Anywho, Bumdar was saying that TC is the great motivator for him to get his bachelor's degree. Yep, I wouldn't have been able to do it for myself. I tried. I went to college before I met TC and it did not go over well. I did not give a damn.
How am I surviving this long? Well, there goes Murd.
He kept on his ass about it. We go to spend that much money. He better take it seriously. Yeah, that's the other thing. Whenever you're the one footing the bill for your own degree, that's another hell of a motivator.
Damn it! I really don't need this shit.
Aww.
Wow.
Aww.
I am dead.
Yep.
I am screwed. Like, I tried to get to that other building. They would not let me.
Apparently.
Yeah, I think going to Forsyth would have been a better idea.
Huh. I suppose I have a lot to think about.
What is that?
It is always good to have things to ponder, mods. Hey, look, you're at that hut.
Yeah, well... Now everyone's
Wait,
dead.
have you talked to that dude?
I told you went into the mine.
No, the dude in that hut.
What about the dude in the hut?
Why haven't you talked to him?
He's not gonna have the gold, is he?
I don't know. It doesn't hurt to talk to him, though.
Small house, but please stay
Oh,
the night.
yeah, you could have stayed here.
You said to go to the other building.
Yeah, the other place has an inn. Sorry. I didn't know this place was a place you could sleep at. Moz and me need to get ourselves a good wife.
No. Go away. So.
People are already shooting off fireworks. Oh yeah, I heard them on the drive over here. 'Tis New Year's Eve, or no, tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Not tonight.
sorry. I'm ahead of myself. I'm excited for not popping fireworks. I'm excited for getting free fireworks from the neighbors.
What?
Oh. Hey, dude.
Nerd, greetings. I'm George. Garado. Garado
You've never heard of Gerardo Montague?
Mateo Montoya. You killed my father, you remember.
Gerardo Montague. What happened in your brain? It's like you were buffering. It's like doobie da who da.
We have diamond.
Yay! Oh, he gave you a diamond? That's even better than gold.
Oh, jeez.
An ADD-minded, anxiety-ridden roommate would probably suffice. Yes, but roommates can suck from my experience as well. Yeah, my last experience with a roommate did not end so well.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to talk about that on stream.
Yeah!
Because I've heard that story.
Yeah, it's not a happy one.
Nope.
I'm basically that to Bumbler, but with kissing and romantic adult stuff. Oh my. I love how she says that, but also will like still joke about like, cuties. it's like kids.
Does she actually joke about cooties?
I think I did once. I don't know if she did. What bet did you lose, TC? But no, it's just like, I can appreciate that. It's just like, you know, keep it youthful. Keep it fun.
Yep. Wait. Oh.
I'm sorry, you're not dead. We can't admit you to the hospital.
Like, geez, lady.
We can't do shit because you're alive.
We can only bring you back from the dead. I'm going to have to kill you and then resuscitate you.
So that way we can bring you back from the dead.
I wonder if we can go to the department store now.
Probably, but I'm going to go sleep at the hotel first.
Oh, right. We need... Oh, I know what we can do with the diamond.
Get our friends out of owing money.
Yeah!
Fuck you, taxi! Or fighting
It was either that or move to the middle of nowhere, Montana with my parents. Kissy stuff sounded better. Yay! I'm the lesser of two evils!
Wait, who said that?
That was TC. 'Cause you remember her parents were moving to Montana.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then that's when we actually decided to become a couple and all that. And so she actually moved in with me instead of moving to Montana.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I am fine with being the lesser of two evils. I'll take it. I was going to say something that would sound so terrible.
Do you even want to, like, hint at what it was? Jeez. What got you so much? What the hell happened in your brain?
I was going to say. So let that be a lesson to you, boys. Find a girl who's desperate.
Oh,
And that
God.
sounds so terrible. I don't mean it. I do not mean it at all.
Oh my God.
Oh God. That is a terrible way to make a decision about things. Oh my God. Foxy just snort. Oh God. It still blows my mind that TC actually like asked me out first.
Did she really?
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that's so bad. I think my friends in real life would actually like it. Yeah, no, that is a terrible joke.
No,
Like,
no.
I hate myself for thinking it, but damn.
Yeah, we all think of terrible jokes.
Yeah. Oh, it is a cat. It is a taxi cab.
A cat taxi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that happened in My Neighbor Totoro. That thing still scares me to this day. You remember that thing? The cat bus?
I've never watched that movie.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen My Neighbor Totoro.
What?
Yeah,
But traumatic cat bus.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
That's
we need to remedy that.
That's one of the Studio Ghibli films I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's like one of their most iconic films.
It's almost as bad as the in any way stream appropriate joke that came up at work one time. Oh, lovely. Those are always the best. To never be spoken of again. do you have that?
Have what?
Like a joke with coworkers that like it was funny but terrible to the point to where it's just like it's an inside joke but nobody is like ever allowed to talk of it ever again.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think those have existed. I just don't remember what they were off the top of my head.
Mm. Totoro is good, but not my favorite. I just love that there's this like big ass bunny thing that like whenever like there's a whole bunch of like really cutesy stuff, but then just out of nowhere you see him open up his mouth like Kirby style, like it's like 90% of his body, and he just goes.
Wait, who did that?
It's in My Neighbor Totoro.
Oh, that's right.
He's just like.
I think you showed that to me once.
Yeah, I think I've shown you that clip, and it's just like, oh my God.
Just.
Fucking, I love that yell. Maybe we should add that to the soundboard.
Just that.
The Totoro
Just
scream.
Totoro.
I've only seen Kiki and Spirited Away. Oh, those are great ones, Foxy.
Spirited Away, I think, is like one of my favorites.
Yeah, Spirited Away was a huge one.
Alright, Diamond.
I am here to pay off their debt with shiny rock. Huh. Wait, what voice did I give them?
I think it was like, what? I can't believe what it is from this.
Oh, right. I was giving them kind of like a weird spin-off of like the Wachowski like voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I for some reason I remember you giving her Dr. Girl.
No, it wasn't quite that deep.
Okay.
What? I can't tell what this is from this distance. Bring it closer.
Oh, you gotta go.
Actually, it sounds kind of like the frog lady from Rocko's Modern Life.
You know what? Yeah, like Rocco.
Yeah.
Excuse me, no, millions. But okay, the police and hey, you guys, unless you're able to pay $1 million, I found buried gold. But then you found this, and ho 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 ho.
Okay, Santa.
Mrs. Big Head, yeah.
That diamond, you're gonna pay with that diamond. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll rip up this contract. Don't tell anyone about the diamond. Now the runaway 5 are free. You should thank me. That diamond is worth maybe $50. So I gave you a bargain.
How big is that diamond that she was willing to rip up $1 million contract?
Sorry about being such troublemakers.
Okay, bye.
We won't be so gullible anymore. Well, our friends are waiting, baby. Let's just do this one last show and then get out of town.
Nice.
Alright, thanks again. Money, that's what I want. Money, that's what's hot. Money, that's what I want. Money, it's what we ain't got. Except freedom. Freedom's what we really sought.
Aww.
Money, that's what I want. Money, that's what's hot.
Hey,
Money, that's what I want.
We're getting the band back together.
He had to come and get him.
So how many more towns are there in this game that these guys can owe money to for some reason? Honestly, I think this is the last one.
There we go.
So I think in the next town they actually like don't get screwed over.
Yeah, I think they do one more show.
Yay!
Welcome to the final Runaway 5 performance at the Topolo Theater.
I'm excited. I still want to know who that 6th guy is.
It's going to be a really great show. Really great. We're so good. It makes me think that those kids by the exit will wet their pants. Those kids are hip, baby.
I don't know if that's the way I'd want to describe myself.
What?
I'm so good that I make kids wet themselves.
Yeah. That sounds terrible.
Like, could you imagine if you got that on a resume from someone? Like you're in charge of hiring somebody, and on your desk is a resume that says, "I'm so professional, I make kids piss themselves."
They would just be like, "What?"
There, yeah, the lady. Yeah. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, we got Foxy off guard with that one.
Yeah.
That's really awkward, and the resume would hit the garbage immediately. I would call them and ask for clarification.
It's just like, I'm sorry, what was that?
Also, they just drove off with the girl and left the rest of their band.
Yeah, they did. What the fuck was that all about?
Nah. Also, these people are dressed like they're ready for
I can't see the
vacation.
Runaway 5 here anymore. I should dump this sorry excuse of a man and become a Runaway 5 groupie.
Harsh.
I heard Venus made an appearance at the Runaway 5 show.
Oh, so that was the lady.
Oh, okay. I missed her because I went to the bathroom. I'll hate bathrooms for the rest of my life.
I looked away to look at my other screen, and I heard that after blanking out the sentence before that.
What? I hate bathrooms?
No, that, like, I'm so good I make kids piss
Oh,
themselves.
that. Yeah, that's terrible. What the fuck? I'm so good I make kids piss them. No.
Alright, the department store
Hey.
is open. Yay! Hi!
Hello. Would you like to buy tickets for the Topolo Theater?
But we don't need to, because we...
Oh, I see. You're not a customer. What?
Oh, hey, Mouse.
Hello, Mr. Mouse. Hello, Mr. Mouse. And now I feel like the lights will get turned off in the department store. I guess it's just a mouse's sixth sense.
Huh.
I
Weird.
don't know where that's going.
Ooh, we got a raid!
Hey, who's raiding?
Thank you for the raid, Gingervitis Gaming. We're raiding with a party of 4.
Gingervitis Gaming.
Yep.
I like that name.
I like the name. It's clever. Oh, I think you're at the exact same place I am. Nice!
Nice. Let's get a couple.
How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening.
Please take your cash. All right.
So yeah, we, this is our first time coming to the department store. We just finished the mine, so we're going to have to see what happens. Burger! Food! There we
Burgers
go.
and foods.
That's what I want to advertise at my department store.
Burgers and food.
I don't need no McDonald's. I don't need no Chick-fil-A. I just want a place that says food.
Just food, the restaurant.
Don't worry, nothing happens. Oh, thank you. Oh, we are rating you. How's it going tonight? Besides just the occasional little bit of technical difficulties earlier, then
Yeah, we
it's
had
been
some.
pretty good.
We had some technical difficulties earlier, and it wasn't fun.
It happens. But you just bought a car today, so you don't really have any rights to complain about today being uneventful.
Yeah, that's true. But that was a hell of an eventful thing. Let's see. Sure, I'll sell that frying pan.
All this Ice Crown Citadel because I'm rating you.
Wait, I still have $2,000. What do I have?
What?
How much money did that frying? I thought that frying pan was like $1,000.
No.
I took out $2,000.
Oh.
Huh, that's weird.
I mean, you can always go withdraw more money. So
Well-
those gold bracelets might be useful.
Well, like it was what happened was I withdrew $2,000.
Ice Crown Citadel, that's from World of Warcraft, isn't it?
What is?
Ice Crown Citadel?
I don't know. I've never
I
played World
think
of
that
Warcraft.
was I think that was the final raid of Frozen Throne. That was where you actually fight Arthas, I think, if memory serves. It's been a long time since I played that.
Yeah, I don't know shit about World of Warcraft. I've never played it.
Yeah.
Take another $2,000
I've actually
out.
thought about like streaming Warcraft 3 just for funsies, just because I do actually legit enjoy the game.
Dang it, Mouse. It's like every direction I went to get out of his way, he went in that direction.
Wrath of the Lich King. Oh yeah, Frozen Throne was Warcraft 3. Wrath of the Lich King was the expansion for World of Warcraft. Man, those golden bracelets are expensive. Then again, I guess a solid gold bracelet would be expensive.
Yeah. Nerd.
Play a little World of Warcraft, but I never really got into it. I got into it because I had like a big group of friends that played it. So that was kind of what happened for me. And like I pretty much told myself, I was like, I want to see this game through until I kill Arthas, and that's it, because he's the main villain I care about.
Is that what you did?
And that's exactly what I did. Is I got through Wrath of the Lich King, our guild like killed him, and then I was just like, all right, I'm out.
See you guys later. Have fun.
Everybody was just like, wait, what? Because like, I was one of their like raid leaders and stuff. Like I just pieced out like with no warning, just like that fucking SpongeBob meme, just like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, I know what SpongeBob meme you're talking about.
Oh god.
Which there are many SpongeBob memes.
Oh yeah. But like now you recently got me into Final Fantasy 14, so now I'm back to playing another MMO.
Hey, I mean, I just suggested it. You were the one who actually decided to take the dive into it.
That's true, but I have yet to spend a single dollar on it.
You know, this is true. This is actually true, because you started playing with the trial because the trial got super generous.
Yep.
And then when you
And
reached
then
the
you
end of the
gifted it to
trial,
me.
and I gifted it to you for Christmas, and they came with the free 30 days.
And I've already completely cleared all the way up to the newest like expansion.
So you basically got all the way up to current stuff without paying a freaking penny.
Yep.
and you have a purchase, like a microtransaction only mount because Haru bought it for you.
Yep. I I didn't ask for these things. Just people give me things. And I use it to my advantage.
You bastard.
That's awesome thinking about it. What the hell? That's awesome. Oh god, I love it. Not supposed to just a game and then a group of us gets it. Yeah, I like that Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Yeah, you know, that seems to be the reoccurring theme with me, is that I tend to be the person who starts playing a game and everybody's like, everyone get on that game now!
And then you guys drag me into it. That's what we do. We love to just group hug a friend, tie them up inconspicuously, and drag them into a joint venture.
We have Tricky Yo-Yo.
Because people love them. They're aw, thank you. Oh, the Tricky Yo-Yo, if I remember correctly, it can't crit. It's like a ranged weapon for him.
But like there's still a whole bunch of like stuff here that's really good.
Yeah. So the coin of defense probably would give you a bigger stat boost to like. What about the defense ribbon? Oh wait, that's for Merg. Yeah, you already did that. Okay.
Yeah. So it's mainly the coin of defense and the coin of what is the no, that's not what I meant. Yeah, sure. Bye. All right. What is the coin? I guess the coin of slumber protects you from sleep, I guess.
Yeah, it probably prevents you from being put to sleep, whereas the coin of defense might not protect you from anything, but it gives you a larger stat boost.
All right. I'm gonna need about $4,000.
Stat boost.
Me $4,000.
Imagine if you could actually like see what your like human stats are.
Just like open up your stat menu in real life and see what your
yeah,
stats
like
are.
how chaotic would that be if you could examine other people and see their stats?
Honestly, that would be a really useful thing because then I could be truly aware of what I'm capable of.
Or like, but like how like people would use that as a way to like how do I want to phrase this? Like to almost like make like clicks, like, oh, your stat is only blah, you can't be a part of our group, you know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Like it would happen, especially in school. Just like, oh, you haven't got an A on your math test, you can't be a part of the chess club anymore.
Who in the hell would say you can't hang out with us because you haven't gotten an A on the math test?
You would be surprised.
I have never had that happen, ever.
Like, you could make a ridiculous reason for just about anything.
Boop,
Boop, doop, boop. Oh yeah, people are terrible. Like, people are terrible, but like, I feel like kids can be like unintentionally terrible, you know?
Yeah.
Just because they have like, filter, and they also don't fully understand like right from wrong sometimes.
Dang. Yeah, we powered up.
Oh yeah. Sports. So you're all geared up, huh, now?
Yep, I'm all geared up, huh, now.
What you gonna do with all that gear up now, huh?
Well, I'm gonna go save, first of all.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll go figure out what we gotta do next.
Okay, then. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do, then. Do you know what we need to do, or is it a complete mystery?
Well, we're about to go find out.
Wait, you know who we need to talk to do stuff, or what?
I don't know. What? What?
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I forgot this happens.
Oh.
Your attention, please. With the customer from Onet, Mr. Nert. Please proceed to the office on the 4th floor.
Right, row.
That was customer Nert, 4th floor office. Wow.
It almost sounds like a Wario, like it's like wah.
Oh, he took Merg.
Yeah, he abducted Merg.
That's not good.
Yep. Now to look for glamour ideas for your character. Oh my. Gonna be stopping for the night, or are you moving on? We'll probably finish this area and then we'll wrap up there.
Yeah. I don't mind going a little bit later.
Oh,
because-
your laptop time is wrong.
Yeah, I know it is.
Oh, I thought we still had like 10 minutes. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll clear this area because this is a short area. Coffee.
I kind of figured we might go like a little bit later because we started a little bit late.
Yeah. We'll see what our fancy strikes us. Because, I mean, this boss fight is actually really nasty. Mystical record. I don't know how I feel about a record with, like, a clown face.
I don't like it. Because that's just a double dose of...
Yeah. Also, I feel like if you hit a record with a baseball bat, it would break immediately.
Yeah, but this one was just like, I don't care.
Just take it on the chin.
I'm a clown record.
I ain't no...
I can take it.
I'm too strong for your little tiny baseball bat. Wait, is that a gun? He looks at App and he's like, oh no.
Oh shit. I'm coming. Please hurry to Merg. I'm coming. I'm coming. Your present boxes are freaking.
It's
slowing me
mystical.
down.
It's not going to break. Oh, look at the... Oh, he's so
guitar.
sad. The guitar looks so sad. Oh.
No one wants to play me.
Like, he totally has that look that, like, the Flintstones animals shoot the audience whenever they're like, it's a living.
Yeah. It's like, yes, that's my job.
It's just what I do. Ooh, electrical shock. And it didn't hit anyone.
Oof.
Except
oh
for
no,
App.
that's bad.
Yep, App's dying.
It's too late. I
Yep.
can't save him.
He dead.
Well, that's gonna be really tough because I can't leave.
Why can't you leave?
I would assume I can't leave right now
Why couldn't you leave?
because it's all dark and spooky and they
You
have
didn't lock the door. You just abducted your girlfriend.
So I can leave.
I don't know. Maybe. I honestly don't know. Also, this place, like, is kicking your butt. Holy moly.
I just said fuck it.
Bam! That's typically the way that this game goes. Oh, there it is.
Wow. What? All right then. Jeez.
Yeah, you're reaching the part of the game where you just go balls to the wall 24/7. Oh, hey. Oh, he's still dead.
And the present was already here. I'd be like, oh, I see you're dead. Fight me.
It is not present, it is coffee. Do you not like the taste of coffee? The spicy, hot, searing taste of coffee?
No. I never have and never will.
Have you never, like, had coffee?
I've had coffee. I don't like it though.
Oh, that's fair. I'm allergic. Like, I literally get stomach cramps
It's a
if
legitimate reason
if
to
I
not
drink
have
coffee. Yeah. Like, I actually will get stomach aches if I eat, was it, like, I think it's, like, German Black Forest cake?
Jeez.
Because it actually has, like, coffee, like, added to the dough. All hail hot cocoa.
Yeah, I'm not really into coffee myself.
Hey, coffee isn't a present? Tell that to everybody that likes pumpkin spice.
I've never had that either.
Pumpkin spice?
I don't think so, no.
I mean...
What?
It's just like... Just imagine something that's, like, artificially pumpkin flavored, and you pretty much got it.
Ah, okay.
That's why I was just like, it's not really that, like, that hard to, like, imagine what it tastes like.
Alright, I guess we'll go rest at the inn.
It's like, I've actually been seeing that a ton at, like, grocery stores. Like, you can just buy pumpkin spice seasoning and just, like, make it at home now.
Okay.
It's like not a Starbucks exclusive anymore. They've cracked the code. The pumpkin spice
The
code.
has been cracked.
Artificial pumpkin and cinnamon. Yep. All right, let me ask you this. What was your favorite lollipop flavor growing up?
Lollipop flavor?
Yeah.
That's a random
Speaking of artificially flavored.
I don't fucking know. I guess. You know, for some reason, when I was a kid, I did have a bit of a thing for root beer flavor lollipops.
Root beer?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what has pumpkin spices, right? Nurtberg!
Nurtberg!
Hell yeah. But, no, I totally understand that. I knew a lot of people whenever I was growing up that really loved root beer flavored stuff.
Well, I remember, yeah, when I was a kid, I was really into the flavor of root beer.
Mhm.
Not so much anymore because I don't drink soda. But when I was a kid, I loved root beer.
Fucking I hated the root beer candies. I wasn't a fan of the root beer candies myself, but I was addicted to Warheads, though, whenever I was little.
Really?
Like, I don't know why the idea of eating something that made me uncontrollably contort my face was, like, the most exciting thing of my day.
Why is that the thing?
I don't know, but, like, I was the kid that, like, is, like, somebody is, like, just, here, eat this element. Okay.
I'm going to torture myself because I think it's fun.
Right. Like, I don't know. I was always that guy. Like, I was like, oh, something spicy? Okay, I'll try it. Or something sour? I'll try it. And it never, like... It was more the experience than, like, the flavor, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that time whenever you first learned that eating Pop Rocks and then drinking soda and then jumping up and down is a terrible idea, but it makes you want to do it.
Because you know that it's a terrible idea.
Exactly.
You know what? I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. That was an easy fight.
Chocolate flavored candies along with coffee candy. Mmm. Root beer is basically vanilla. Yeah.
I don't like coffee candy. I mean,
Ice cream is 10 to 1. Vanilla chocolate doubles. I do like me some. I like what is it, the Metropolitan, the 3-flavor ice cream?
yeah. I've always been just
That way I get a variety.
when it comes to like ice cream and cake and stuff like that, I'm very simple. I like it just vanilla.
Mm-hmm. I mean, vanilla's good.
Yep. Like cake, for example, like my.
Neapolitan, not Metropolitan. What's Metropolitan? Isn't that like a...
Did you say Netropolitan?
I think I said Metropolitan.
Yeah, it's Neapolitan.
Yeah. What's Metropolitan? I think that's an alcoholic beverage.
Is that even a thing?
I think that's a drink, actually. Maybe I'm having residual side effects from drunk day. Metropolitan.
That doesn't sound like anything I've.
I don't know why I swear that's a drink. Drink?
Fucking president's like,
Oh yeah, classic Metropolitan. It's a cocktail. I thought so.
Yeah, I'm saying fuck it to these guys.
Extreme Moose Tracks, that's the way to go. Turkey Hill mint chocolate. Oh. PC loves the chocolate chip cookie dough. That's like her favorite ice cream.
Yeah.
God, these guys suck.
Yeah, I'm just using this. Because I'm saying fuck it.
Yeah. Just get him out of here. You're the records of yesteryear. Nobody listens to you anymore. Foxy has good taste in ice cream. Like...
What?
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh.
What? Well, now I gotta leave again.
Oh. Dang it.
Like, I finally managed to kill these assholes, and now I gotta leave and come back again.
And now App doesn't get all that tasty experience.
Oh, great.
You were getting really unlucky with these spawns, too.
Well, they're right in front of the damn escalator.
Oh, there you go. That'll get rid of them. Like, one of my, has there ever been something that, like, you ate purely because of the name? Not necessarily because of the flavor.
I don't really know. I can't really think of anything.
This is pretty common for this area. Yeah, this place is rough. Oh, hey, you got an early attack on him. Nice.
You know what? I mean, since I'm leaving anyway, I'm just
Ah,
gonna
yes,
go all
spicy
out.
water, my favorite.
I'm just going all out on him since I'm leaving.
Yep. For me, the first thing that I ate purely based off of the name was a bear claw. Because it sounded badass.
What is it?
It's actually a pastry.
A pastry called a bear claw.
Yeah, it's literally shaped like a bear's claw.
That's amazing.
And it kind of like, oh, he did mortal damage to you?
What is this thing doing?
They are hitting you obscenely hard. Holy moly.
Yeah, I have to leave. I have to leave and come back. Because I'm not, I gotta recover. Because if there's a boss fight, I'm not ready for it.
What are you talking about?
Jeff's dead!
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, once you get him back up, you'll be ready to go.
Yeah, but then I gotta go rest at the inn.
You'll be spick and span and span and spick.
I gotta revive him, and then I gotta go rest at the inn, and then I gotta walk all the way back.
And?
I'm consuming.
And?
That?
Bear claws are good, yes. Bear claws are delicious. Man, when do we get teleport?
I don't know when we get it.
Jeff isn't
Good
helpful
question.
against bosses anyway. What are you talking about? Jeff,
Well, he has his items, actually.
Jeff is a destroyer of worlds as long as he has big bottle rockets.
Yeah, it's just, I'm just trying not to use them because I'm reserving them for the big bosses.
Now, I will say he does fall off in the late game because the big bottle, you know, everybody catches up on damage with the big bottle rockets.
Yeah.
But early on, Jeff can just like delete a boss just about if he wants to.
Yeah, Jeff is a character that's
Gee.
a... What?
I will place my cat on the microwave, then he will vibrate. I mean, it would probably feel like purring to them, but probably having your cat that close to a microwave isn't a good idea.
No, why would you do that? Who said that?
That was one of the people I believe that rated us earlier.
Ah.
Yeet Cheedarchers.
Yeet. I like the name.
Mm.
Yeet.
Yeet Cheedarchers.
Yeet.
Or maybe it's Yeet Cheed. Oh, the multi-bottle rockets. Yeah. Yeah, those things are redonkulous. I don't even think we get one of those for a while.
This is the asshole that keeps killing me.
Maybe you should just defend with app.
Maybe that's for the best.
So that way he, you know, doesn't get beaten to hell and back.
But he's like dealing a ton of mortal damage. Like he is.
Mortal damage! I miss
There we
Mortal Kombat. I haven't played Mortal Kombat in ages. Like, I remember enjoying the old games, but legit, the AI cheats like hell.
Yeah.
Like, it reads.
I remember that about it.
It reads your inputs. There is no. I will fight somebody on that. That guitar has killer riffs. Music puns. I love it.
Come on, kill the guitar.
Oh my god, it did 100 damage while he was defending?
Oh my god!
Dear lord.
I can't heal him in time.
Yeah.
Wow, I have to leave again.
Or you could just go fight the boss.
I am not fighting the boss without his fucking bottle rockets. Why can't he stay alive against this damn guitar?
Outlaw roleplayers, is that the hill upon which you will fight and die? Darn right. They must not like apps, yeah. There's an app for everyone, not these guys.
Oh my god, now I gotta go to the hospital, revive app again, and then sleep at the hotel again.
Oh.
or I can just die.
Oh, hey! I actually saw it tick to 0 and then go back to 1.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes, a vital disc can completely destroy someone. Yep. I mean, if you like have somebody like Kung Lao just like chunk it like his hat.
Like,
Has anybody ever thrown a vinyl record at you? That stuff hurts.
It's never nobody's ever done that to me.
Could heal at the desert house if money is a problem.
Like, I may end up having to use a bottle rocket on these fucking guitars. Because, like, they are kicking my ass.
Yeah. Or you could do some like despawn shenanigans maybe. Then again, it might be hard because of the escalators. Know what I mean?
Yeah, well, because, like, what happens is, like, when you get on the final escalator up to the final floor where you're supposed to go, they are
It
all...
looks like Jeff is just donking you in the back of the head with his fist.
Doink, 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 doink.
This is what you get for letting me die, you fool.
You asshole, why don't you defend me better?
I'm the one that doesn't have psychic powers. You're supposed to protect me. I kill boss, you keep me alive.
That's how this deal works.
Despawn shenanigans don't work with escalators? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, like, what happens is, like, on the final escalator going up to the final floor,
Aw.
he is, like, there's, like, a huge group of enemies just, like, at the top waiting for you. You cannot avoid them. No, you can't. You can't. You've been chatting with chat, so you haven't seen it.
Do you want me to play then, and you can chat with chat?
Well, I'm fine. It's just...
I'm
this is
fine.
fucking-
Everything's fine. I'm fine.
This is just fucking hard.
Just keep getting ambushed right by the door.
Yeah, by his fucking guitar, it's just like, hey, I'm gonna one-shot you because fuck you.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Well,
Shoot
fuck
him.
it, bottle rocket. I'm done. I'm done with his ass.
No. But,
Well, what am I gonna do? He's kicking my ass. I can't even get to the first escalator anymore.
you use the HP sucker.
Will that even do much?
I don't know. There, nos. Yeah.
40 HP.
Yeah. Oh, cool, he missed.
I know I only have 2, but... Okay, what about a super bomb?
Oh, that might work.
So I gotta do something to
there
get
you
rid-
go.
Like, this is ridiculous.
You sound like a teenager with their voice cracking.
Shut up. I hate that my voice cracks so easily. So
That is
shut up.
very shocking that it missed. I enjoy a good pun. Hey, you got a preemptive strike. See? Things are turning around, buddy.
At least it's not a guitar.
Yeah, it's just a happy little vinyl record. Look how happy they are.
Oh, they're so happy. They make
Yeah.
me happy. It makes me so happy. Look at how happy I am. Look at me. Oh, I'm so happy. I think I'll turn into one of these vinyl records.
Does this look like the face of mercy?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I spent 5 figures of money on a fucking vehicle today. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy about it.
Yeah. I got you. You're just miffed right now. You're miffed at its riff.
Miff that it's yes. Alright, what am I gonna do with you? I don't have a super bomb anymore.
Play it really, really coolly, or just shoot it.
Well, hopefully it doesn't deal mortal damage on me.
Mortal damage! Wow, app doesn't really do a lot. Oh, we haven't finished.
Oh boy.
That's not good. Do you kids even know what a vinyl record is? Of course I do. I grew up with vinyl records.
All right. I don't know what that guitar is doing that's dealing more
I wanted to get one of those little like toy truck things that like actually like drives around a vinyl record and plays the music instead of having the vinyl record spin. Have you seen those?
I think so, yeah.
I really, really want one of those.
See? Right there. See what I'm talking about?
What?
You can't get away from them. I told you, you cannot get away from them.
There's like 5 of them up
Exactly.
there. Oh my god.
I told you.
Yeah, I would sigh the hell out of these things with Nert. Just get a sigh sleep beta, yeah. Just do as much group damage as possible.
What can he do?
Either
He's into bottle rocket.
yeah, either defend or shoot, I guess. Retro is in and the record industry is here. Ow. God, that does so much damage. Oh, yeah.
My god.
It hit him literally twice. There's nothing you can do there. That sucks.
Well, guess what we're doing again?
8-track! My dad had an 8-track player in his shop when I was a kid. Nice.
Like, what? I don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation, because no matter what I try, I cannot keep App alive for the boss fight.
Oh, I have an idea. Give App the Franklin badge.
But then Nert won't have it, and then Nert will die.
But Nert's more resistant because he's a higher level.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, Ponja's just said the same thing. Who has the Franklin badge? Right now it's on Nerd. Luckily it wasn't on Merg, or we'd be screwed.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe, because he keeps getting owned by Lightning, so maybe giving App the Franklin badge might be a good idea.
I'm just worried that then Nert will get killed.
But Nert can take it, because Nert's Nert. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no matter what, I gotta fight them.
Can you run away?
Nope. Pretty sure I can't, because they're, like, since they're, like, right there at the top, I imagine you have to fight them.
Nice. Buy more super bombs? Is there... I don't know if there was a vendor where we could buy super bombs.
Oh, well, now he's mortally wounded.
Myrtly. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta try and keep myself alive to the entrance. There's still something here ready to fight me.
Yeah. You got this.
No. There we go. Just give him the maximum. Come on, I know you're gonna try and sneak up on me, so let's just fucking do it.
Just get this over with.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I understand.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
No, this is literally one of like the biggest roadblocks in the game.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. You were literally on 0 but lived because the enemy died. Yeah. It's like Borderlands, whenever you're like, you know, bleeding out and you kill somebody else and steal their soul.
It's gonna be a present at the door, isn't it? Yep. Yep, I knew it.
Meanwhile, Nerd is getting stronger. Yeah, Nerd can one-shot them by themselves. Oh my god.
This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, App is just like, I fucking hate you.
I remember when I was relevant to the party. Oh, those were the days, those halcyon days when I contributed.
Oh, I love those days. I love to have them back. Give them back.
Nerd, remember when I was useful?
I love that.
There was that one time I crashed through the ceiling and I brought the thing that allowed you to escape from the zombies. Remember that? Remember that, nerd?
He just starts getting erratic and like stuff starts getting thrown around them because he's turning into a poltergeist.
God damn it. What does a cup of coffee do?
Probably heals you for a little bit and wakes you up.
because his inventory's.
You can always go to help and see what it says it does. Help.
You recover about 12 HP. I guess it tastes good to adults.
Oh, so it doesn't
that's
even
all.
wake you up.
Oh well, fuck that then.
Might need more money from the ATM. Do you wish to go get some money?
Well, right now I need to give the Franklin badge to him.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try that and see how well that works out.
I think that, I mean, he got really bad luck because he got, like, double targeted by the lightning attack, which sucks. No matter who you are or what level you are, that sucks.
Yeah, well that consistently keeps happening too.
Yep, but now the Franklin badge will protect him
Yeah, but
in his soft,
Now-
delicate, untelekinetic body.
well now it's a matter of if Nert will be able to survive it well enough.
Well, I mean, Nert literally has twice the HP of App.
Yeah, I know that, but
And he actually has higher psychic resistances because
true.
he's psychic. And he's also level 41.
Oh my god,
Whereas
he
App
is
is-
level 41.
App is like level, like, what, like 30
Wait
something?
a minute. I just realized, are you sure we're level 41?
I'm pretty sure Nert's 41. I think I saw that earlier. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's 35, yeah. You've got quite a difference there.
What level were we at when we started this night? 31?
31 with Nert, yeah. Yes.
Okay then.
Yes.
Yes.
And that says the most HP of the group. Yep. And that's never going to change. He's pretty much the one-man king of the cosmos. He never really, like, falls behind anybody else. Even when, like, you get the fourth character, like, Ness is just your homeboy.
Well, he's the main character,
Yeah.
so that makes sense.
Tank healer. Yeah, he's a paladin.
He's a paladin.
Yep.
And Jeff is like, what is Jeff?
Mechanist?
Sure. I mean, I don't know any other way to describe him.
You dare bring robots to a telekinetic fight?
What? How did you get first attack when he bumped into your booty?
And why are we fighting a sign?
I don't know, but it's Ohio. Because of the eyes.
Ohio. Wow. That's clever.
App is Yamcha. Fourth character is weak, literally level 21 by the time you get him. Oh no. He's gonna be so far behind.
Especially compared to fucking Nert.
Yep. That's fine. We only need Nert for the end of the game anyway. App is support. Yeah, pretty much. Like, App is your, like, as your chemist. Like, he just throws potions. Except instead of potions, it's just food.
Yeah.
It's just like, eat! You need He's turning into grandma.
Eat, Papa! Eat, Papa!
You need to be strong for the upcoming fight. Eat this hamburger. It's full of protein and fat.
Full of protein and fat.
Hey, you want this croissant? It's full of carbs. We probably need that, right?
Sure, we'll go with it. Just grandma from the fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just fucking harassing Santa about what to eat.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, that's awesome. Ness just, like, his sprite just gets wider and wider as the game goes on. It's like, oh!
Eventually, it's like that that final skit from Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yes.
This is where the bunny just fucking explodes.
App gets the pancakes. Oh!
And the girl just fucking screams.
Freaking love the idea of that.
I love how they handled that skit, by the way, because like
Absolutely.
that skit was the highlight of their advertising, but it didn't make the final cut into the actual story.
Yeah.
So they were just like, you know what? Let's go ahead and put it in like in the end credits because everybody loved it so much.
Oh yeah. No, whoever came up with the idea for that scene, it's great.
Oh yeah.
Like honestly, that would be the kind of nonsense I would come up with if like I had a kid. That like I saw like there's like some of the simple kids games. It's just like, you know, what would happen if like, you know, blah 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 blah. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, the rat intestines are wet everywhere. Oh my. See? He's much more likely to take it.
My God.
Ooh, thanks for the bit, Haru.
Thank you, Haru.
I want a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game where the scene is where Santa ran over Old Bag and you need to figure out if Santa did it or not.
I literally did nothing and he's dead.
Mommy, I'm sad. I saw a trailer for a movie and it was funny, and then when I saw the movie, the scene wasn't there.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically exactly what happened.
Yep.
All right.
Can we
Well-
get purple trees? That seems like that would be cool.
That sounds like something Wade would want.
Yeah, they just look cool aesthetically, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure they exist in like Japan or something.
Oh, can you imagine, like, if they had, like, tinted, like, sakura blossoms? Like, they could put, like, water their trees with, like, food coloring water. So, it, like, changes the sakura blossom colors. Like, how crazy would that be? Like, I've actually heard that you can do that with, like, white flowers. If you actually, like, tint the water they soak up, it actually can change the color of, like, the petals.
That sounds amazing. Also, we're about to come up to the main roadblock here.
Here it is.
This is the main roadblock.
Oh, it's only 2. And it's not even the lightning guy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
See?
Well, he decided not to show up this time.
See? All it took was a little bit of boundless optimism and oh no. Oh no.
Ah, motherfucker.
I think a big part of it is also you're just taking too long to make your inputs.
Well, then how am I supposed to heal fast enough when he's at fucking 20 and it's rolling down?
No. Do it beforehand. Expect the game's dicketry. I don't know.
My God, this fucking game.
Yeah, I honestly thought that you weren't going to have, like, this much trouble getting up there, but dang. That...
It is that last bit at the fucking top. Like, it's those enemies at the top of the fucking escalator that are kicking my ass.
Like, almost at this point, it's just, like... Should we, like, grind on the first floor?
I feel like we're fine enough to make it up there. It's just we keep getting bullshitted on.
And, like, it sucks because, like, both of them used their, like, dire attacks on you. On the one guy. Like, that just sucks.
Like, there's nothing we could do to prepare for that other than just endless grinding.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Nice. They are happy to murder you. Welcome to our department store.
Welcome to Rogues and Roleplayers, the we're going to the hospital and then to the hotel stream.
I see you've brought a nerd into our department store. I'm sorry. We can't allow that anymore. You could just use the Cup of Life Noodles on app. Unfortunately, we don't have any.
And that's where we run into a problem.
You could run back all the way to Saturn Village and buy some more.
We're not running all the way back. That's not happening. That is a long ass fucking. Like, maybe if we had the teleport, but
yeah,
no, we are
which
not.
I
walking all
think
the way
this
back
is
there.
literally the town you get teleport in. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you don't get teleport until you get the 4th character. I can't remember. Was on Paula? No, he used it earlier. We've used all of our revival items.
Because he's a silly Billy.
So, well, we only had one revival item, and we had to use it in the fucking mole cave because we were reaching a point of just like, what the fuck do we do from here?
Yep.
Because we couldn't find that last damn mole.
That's because you convinced yourself you explored an area, but that we haven't explored yet.
Well, I knew there was something that we were missing. I had no idea what it was.
I know. I'm just picking on you.
I know you are.
Hotel Mekong.
Bruh. I mean, this is what our show often is like the one playing the game is suffering from difficulty and the other person is making fun of it because of it.
Yeah.
I did that to you when you were playing Zelda 2.
Oh yes, it's just a jolly old good casual bit of ribbing, you know.
Because you were, I remember with that game, you were pissed.
Which game?
Zelda 2.
Oh, yeah. That's because that game is unbridled bullshit. Then Saturn Valley is your best bet, or just grind them all. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm feeling good about this one.
Yeah, we just gotta get past that last batch of enemies at that escalator.
Also, he has like 10 HP. 6 HP.
What the hell happened to him?
They both melee attack.
Oh my... What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know.
Like,
Cry. Cry some more.
fucking heal him. Heal him. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Or just grind them all. You know, whatever. It's all good. Yeah, we're eventually going to take a trip back to Saturn Valley.
Once we get the teleport. I don't want to walk all the way back there.
Yeah, that is a long walk. So close. Smile more. A big smile, like you mean it.
I've been smiling this whole stream. What are you talking about?
But you have to make it sound like you're smiling. Well done. I remember in Relics of Hyrule, the 4th stream, when Nelson had trouble with those ice mages. Yeah, I remember that.
God, those dudes were assholes.
And don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Stop
Ow.
it.
Oh. Nice. Ow.
At least it was nerfed.
Yeah.
That would have been horrible if
Man,
that was that.
these guys suck.
Of course.
You know what? That's fine, because you do more damage than he heals. So him
Yeah.
healing is actually better than him just ramming your face.
Seriously. I don't know how I'd get through this place if I couldn't heal. We'll do the beta.
Well, App didn't need the beta because he doesn't have that much HP, but...
The alpha would not have full healed him.
Really?
No.
Huh.
I've tried that before, it doesn't.
It heals like 80 to 100 or something. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. That wouldn't have healed him fully. Nice. Well done.
I tell you.
Bleh. God, App is like... He's vibrating like crazy on those escalators. I never realized how much he shakes compared to Ness's sprite.
Why is there only one? I'll take it.
Have I come back to them? Bear shield. Yeah, why is there only one? Maybe one got caught on the corner of the escalator. Hey, that works in your favor, though.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Just freaking, like, book it from the other one during your invincibility frames off after the fight.
Yeah, just leave him behind and just move up.
Then I guess you haven't heard of the EarthBound No-Heal Challenge. That sounds like a fool's errand. And boy, howdy am I a fool. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna have to fight him, aren't I?
I don't know. They don't really seem to be doing anything.
Yeah, but as soon as I make a book for that door, they're gonna come after me.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm gonna have to fight him.
Fight on your own terms. Oh, hey, you got only the one. There you go.
Good.
This is wonderful for the Republic of Nerd.
Ow.
My nerd.
Ow, my nerd.
Hell yeah.
I'm booking it.
Are there really people that play this game without healing? Uh-oh.
Your nerd, customer nerd.
That's not an announcement. That's just you deep-throating the microphone.
That is all.
That would be terrible.
Oh my god, I finally made it to the
Go.
fucking office.
All right.
Good lord. You finally made it. This department store is gonna be your grave.
He kind of looks like Plankton.
He kind of does, yeah. You'll be gone and you'll be burning in, well, you'll go to heaven. I like him.
This guy.
Alright,
This guy is a nightmare. Like, you go all out on this guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should I use Sleep or Flash?
Well, Flash doesn't do damage, if I remember correctly.
Then we'll do Sleep.
Hey, Sam! 0121, welcome to the stream.
Welcome! I'm using a big bottle rocket, because you said to go all out.
Like, this is the guy that will, like, end up, like, killing, like, will, like, ruin a lot of runs. Boop, 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 boop. Like, this is the guy I would justify using big bottle rockets on.
Well, I've got another one. And I
Actually,
already
you
used
have
one.
You have another one, too, actually. You had 3. Oh, please, keep healing yourself. Please.
Bye!
There we go. Just get rid of him.
If he's that much of a nightmare, then yeah, I was just gonna fucking
Yeah, no,
wipe him out.
That guy is like the person that just ruins runs for a lot of people because they don't save their bottle rockets.
Ah, yeah, I can see that. Master Gygax, revenge me.
Yeah, Mother 2,
This
you're
moment
good.
should be Monotorio.
Monotoli. Monotoli.
Monotorio.
That kind of looks like the map of Kanto region on the back wall.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. I can see
kind
it.
of looks. But this game predates Pokemon. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, I said yes when I.
Did EarthBound predict Pokemon?
Where's your for? Did
I
this
can't-
game predict
I
Pokemon?
can't believe it!
Oh my
It's
god!
Pokemon. I honestly don't know.
Pokemon!
Pokemon.
Pokemon! Hey, at least I fucking cleared this asshole of an area.
Yep, and now we can save and go home. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we still haven't saved Merg. Where was? Oh, that's right. She's with Monotoli.
So we have to save her later.
Yeah. Man, she gets kidnapped all the dang time.
Yep.
Like, whenever we first met her, she was kidnapped. And then we got kidnapped with her in the next town. And then no, she gets kidnapped she gets kidnapped in every town.
Every time.
Every town that we've gone to, she's been kidnapped. Oh my god.
Has she been kidnapped in Threed?
Yes, because you and her get caught and locked in that room, and you have to call out the app to come save you.
Oh, that's right. Well, Nert was involved in that too, though.
Yeah, you were both kidnapped.
Yeah, they were both kidnapped.
But still, she's been kidnapped in every town. Oh my god, I never realized that.
I guess you can put it that way, sure.
Holy moly.
I get kidnapped a lot. That's what I do.
And to be fair, she doesn't get kidnapped in ONET. That's fair. Because at that point...
Well, she wasn't even introduced at
Yeah,
that
we didn't
point.
know she existed yet.
So, but did you wanna wrap up here?
I mean, it is 11:30. That's usually a little bit... That's farther than we typically
Yeah.
go.
Well, we did start late tonight, but I think we started about 50 minutes late.
Something like that, yeah.
So it is getting to that point because it's about
Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there because we're getting
Yeah.
into the next segment's kind of long.
Yeah, we're getting into a new big segment because I do remember that about this next area.
Grep.
So
I love
And-
Grep.
what?
They use the Grep face.
Ah, the grep face.
Yes. Uh-oh, double bean.
Oh well, they gotta bean us before we call it a night.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's the bean to grow on.
Oh well, ain't I lucky? Or who got the single bean?
I got the single bean.
Ah, okay. So that one's yours then.
Yay. Toothpaste.
So you got one of the safe ones.
Oh,
Toothpaste.
yeah. Boink. God, that thing's full. You really loaded that up.
Oh yeah.
All right. Booger or pear? How?
Hey, booger.
Why do the boogers taste dusty?
I don't fucking know. I just bought them on Amazon.
Like all of them taste dusty.
That's weird.
Is that what boogers are comprised of?
Dust.
Like allergies and dust?
Blah. Blah.
All right. Then this one's blueberry or toothpaste.
That's a safe bean.
Oh, it's blueberry.
Ooh, you got lucky. That's my favorite bean.
I will say, blueberry boogers would not recommend for Pop-Tarts.
That sounds like a really bad time.
Ooh.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. What it is that's a like global cooldown for everybody. It's like a 30-minute cooldown.
Yeah. So it's a 30-minute cooldown for the bean redemptions, all across the board.
Yep, we do have bit donations that circumvent the timer though.
Yeah. So if you want to circumvent the timer, you can redeem more beans with bits.
Yep.
But otherwise, the free beans are a 30-minute cooldown.
Free bean salad.
Free beans. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it is technically 3 beans because you get a double bean
And a single bean,
and
yep.
a single bean every 30 minutes.
Yep. It's
So
all good.
yeah, but yeah, if you want to circumvent the cooldown, you can do it with bits.
I need to set up like the webcam for like, I don't know. Would you be interested in a webcam for the couch?
I mean,
A couch cam?
I don't know.
We'll talk about it in Discord.
I kind of like it like this, but who knows? Maybe our audience would see it
Depends on the
different.
game, I guess.
I kind of see it as like it depends on the game, but I kind of like I kind of like doing it this way.
It's cozy. I'll just save the webcam for like solo streams then.
Yeah, I mean, if we did the webcam, it would have to be at your place because my place is not well equipped for a webcam.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about like future upgrades for 2021.
Yeah, because right now with the current setup we've got right now, I would need to overhaul this whole setup. Like, because this setup is kind of like a last minute kind of.
Yeah,
I threw
while my
this-
internet's all bonky.
Yeah, I threw this all together super quickly, kind of set up while he's trying to get his internet all fixed up.
Bonky.
So
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the night. Thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
yeah, thank you all for
Enjoy
joining
New
us.
Year's Eve.
We hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve. We hope you all have a wonderful new year 2021 because God knows it's probably got to be a whole lot better than what we just went through.
Also, if you don't have any plans for tomorrow evening, our good friend Bakura is doing a, I believe, Jackbox stream tomorrow.
Which I'm gonna have to try my absolute hardest to try and make that because I love doing Jackbox.
Will there be a raid? Actually, we can raid somebody. Do you know somebody? Does anybody have any recommendations for who we could raid?
Yeah, anybody have a recommendation for someone we can
That's
raid
something,
right now?
honestly, we need to get better about doing. We've just been ending the
Actually,
stream.
yeah, just actually raiding.
It's like /raid and then their username.
I guess I don't
I
remember.
think that's what it was.
I don't exactly remember. We're probably gonna go on the end screen first. So even though even though the screen says thanks for watching, we're still gonna be rating.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and yes, indeed, I do. Push Up Gamers playing EarthBound. Sure, we'll raid them.
All right, so
Sounds
push
like a
up
good
gaming.
one. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right.
So go ahead and swap over to the end screen and then stick around and we'll cue the raid.
But until then, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Friday for I don't know what we have going on Friday. What do we got going on Friday? I just remember we got to talk about our schedule.
Right. Weren't we doing Gato Roboto?
I think we were doing Gato Roboto on Friday.
Unless my internet was still wonky.
Is that something that's got to be done at your place?
Yeah, it's on Steam, but it's computer PC.
We'll figure out.
We'll let y'all know in
Yeah,
Discord.
Well, we'll let you all know in our Discord server what's up for Friday. But what I do know is that on Saturday we're gonna be going back to play more Cthulhu Saves the World.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
yeah, we're gonna
right. I forgot we played that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna keep
that'll be fun.
we're gonna keep that going for Saturday until we finish it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys then. Until then, stick around for the raid. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.